Well, I'm Eagle Gardens, Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram. This is fucking talking shit with Eagle, episode 434, the wormhole. Well, I can't wait to see these comments. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Somebody get the fuck out here so I can get it off the camera, god damn it. Hopefully you guys had an amazing Monday. It is fucking hot in here. Who is that guy? This chat going. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Jason Eyestone, Andy. Automation is freedom. Ned Denver, I'm medic. Fuck it is hot. Smiley's birthday. Smiley's Gardens. Cheers, Smiley. Fucking so hot in here. Fucking camera won't even focus. That's fucking funny. But no. Can't wait to see this. Somebody get in here. I gotta get this shit going. Smiley, there he is. Fuck yeah. Set my speakers here. What's up, Smiley?
Oh, man.
Happy birthday, man.
Thanks. Thank you. Happy birthday.
This isn't a birthday present.
Keep your shirt out. There you go. It's all right.
I'm above the nipple. It's good, ain't it? I'm actually gonna fuck camera off here in a minute, but I'm hanging. I'm hanging until we get some eye candy, damn it. I'm fucking G. I'm hanging all night long. I'm just going off camera.
Them weren't the boobs I asked for my birthday. There you go. I don't know, man.
I hope not. I hope not. Get much better presents. Much better presents, I am sure. Jeez. Getting chat.
Yeah, getting chat going.
Right.
That's funny, man. We need Mystic Mark.
So I was. Is it Mystic's birthday too?
No, he's the one always saying happy birthday to me, though.
Live chat. There we go. I was gonna put on the background first, but I was afraid it was gonna actually accentuate the fact that I didn't have a shirt on. So I didn't. I just kind of left the background open until I can camera off there. Tommy Tricombs, what is up?
Good, Tommy.
Man, yeah, it's been unbearably hot, and it was like fucking 97 was. Felt like 97 here today. It's still pretty fucking warm.
We gotta smoke something.
What's the birthday choice?
I got plenty of choices, actually. I'm gonna smoke some High Mac, though.
High Mac, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tomorrow's supposed to be a pretty good day. Might have some family coming up. Might be able to swing over to the other side of the lake and hook up with Big Jar Groves, I believe, is coming up tomorrow.
Okay.
Big Jar day, or I should say later today.
Nobody dares to ask you to stand up, Eagle.
Good call. Oh, I wasn't gonna go live, man. I really wasn't, man. I was sitting here, I was thinking, man, it's fucking long weekend. It is hot as fuck. I ain't no way I'm fucking throwing on a shirt to go on fucking camera. I didn't even want to fucking tell mom. And I thought I'd check the phones, fucking see Smiley's just hanging out tonight. And it's his birthday. I'm like, fuck. How could I not go live? How can I not go live? So I was like, fuck it. All I can do is give me a strike and a lot of fucking mean comments in chat. I'm going live. Going live.
You promised that too, so yeah.
Where's everybody at though? I mean, come on, one other person for eye candy, and then I can camera off.
Yeah, you don't want to leave my mug on there just smiling. Hey, what's up, guys?
Why not? That's totally fair. That's totally fair.
Could be.
I don't know.
It is hot as fuck.
So any big sorry. Any birthday plans?
No, not really. It's just a day, man. I don't know. I'm gonna work.
Oh man.
Go to work. That's what I do. I don't know, man. There's like 43 of them now, so after a minute they kind of get old, don't they?
No. I think they get more of a reason to celebrate.
Yeah. Halfway to
Yeah.
86. Woohoo!
I think you'd be fine. I'd be partying it down. 43 bong hits, something.
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 Yeah. I had some fun this weekend for the 4th and all that, so.
What'd you do?
Went over to friends, hung out around the pool. It was a good time. See some people that I haven't seen. Ironically, get to see them every 4th now.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Greetings.
Other growers that are not on the YouTube interwebs.
It does make it. It does make it worse. All right. I'll save you guys. So.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Hope you have a great one, Smiley. Happy birthday to you. Cheers, chat. Cheers, Brother Eagle.
Already a great one.
Right on, man.
Ringus.
How old are you now?
43.
What?
78 I was born.
43. Yeah, you're not coming in too quick. And maybe it's my headphone.
He didn't say it very proudly, Mingus. He kind of mumbled it. He was like,
I got you. Yeah.
What is that? 30, 39 or 29 for the 29 for the 24th time, right?
Yeah. That's what the ladies always say. Of course, I never ask. Cheers, chat room. Good to see everybody. Yeah. To many more birthdays, Smiley. Where'd Eagle go?
awkwardly.
Oh, he's hiding behind the eagle. Gotcha.
I don't know how long everybody can take a shirtless episode, so I'm gonna hide behind the eagle tonight rather than scare everybody off.
I think you would probably increase numbers, actually. It's an unusual, unique event to see the bald eagle.
That was well placed, Mingus.
He's gonna use that line later.
Feel free. Yeah, indeed. I had to pop on and say happy birthday to Smiley.
Mike's really quiet, smiling.
What's that?
Mike's kind of was quiet there.
Couldn't hear anything. But I'm mapped out.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
That's a good one.
Gotcha.
Whew. Yes, feel much better now. Had to cough up a snail. My medic says, Dan, we're maybe back below my dab rig.
I just read that.
That sucks when that happens, I medic. It's when you call, medic! Help!
That's funny.
So everybody survives the 4th of July. That's excellent. All the fingers. I got all my fingers. Everything's fine. Dude, you got to fix your mic, dude. You got to fix your mic. All I'm hearing is,
Am I mumbled still?
dude, your mic isn't working. Not working. Send that sucker back or reconnect it or whatever. There's two.
American one. Oh, cheers.
Oh,
I feel so weird and yet free being behind the eagle.
that deserves a golf clap. Good one. Yeah. Eagles. Eagles are one of the strongest birds. They can actually pick up goats. Golden eagles can't pick up goats, but bald eagles can, especially the small goats. I watched a documentary just saying, and if they can't pick up the goats in the high places, they'll grab them and drag them to the edge of a cliff and throw them off, and then fly down and have a feast. So eagles are pretty amazing creatures. I think it's because I visit the Eagle Gardens channel that all these eagle videos are showing up in my feed.
That's
funny.
So I actually watch them. It was fun watching an eagle. We have the gold eagle and we have the bald eagle. There is quite a difference. So, and here's another interesting fact. Bald eagle actually train, brother eagle. They train and they pick up logs, fly really hard up in the air and then drop them. And then they do it again. And they'll do like 10 reps of this shit.
Really?
No, I'm not shitting you. It's on
In the
on a
wild,
video.
they do that?
Yes.
Like on their own?
They train so that they can get strength enough. And if they go after the big fish in the pond, right, they can dive in, claw those suckers, and if they can't get them out of the water, they'll swim.
I seen one doing that.
They'll swim to the edge and then drag them out there and have a feast. So, yeah, the bald eagles are the MMA fighters of the bird world. Just saying. Aqua training.
Right.
They do act similar to seagulls in certain situations too. And they're a scavenger, so they'll be like on the side of roads eating dead animals too.
Pretty new.
Didn't
have to train for that one. Chad Westport says the bald eagle versus the golden eagle showed up in my feed too. You're starting a beagle trend. It's an eagle mania, basically. I love it. Interesting stuff,
What's
says.
going on, guys?
Was that?
Man, I dropped. Remember them seeds I dropped the other day? The Cali. I actually spilled a bunch of them in a glass. Man, I've had to change that water in that cup a few times. I don't know what was on them seeds, but I think I'm gonna chuck them all out and fucking give them a H2O rinse and try again.
On seeds?
Yeah. And fucking water got like fucking murky, and I used distilled water. I didn't use like well water or nothing, but man, it got nasty quick.
Huh. Must be all the endophytic bacteria in the seed that you got.
Dude, I'm gonna look that one up. Oh. Smiley always kind of comes in with these low and outside, these low and outside ones where you go, oh fuck, I missed it. You know, it's like you can see it coming. It's like, wow, that's good. I like that. Anyway.
You got to make it sound good, you know.
So. I love it, dude. You're on fire. It's your birthday.
Starting it with you guys.
Oh man. Right on.
Oh yeah.
I was like 43. Yeah, I was busy taking care of my kids that were in high school. That was some challenging times for me at that age.
In high school or at 40s?
43-ish. Yeah, my boys, my two oldest fucking wild men that, yeah, high school years were fun. I mean, I can laugh now. At the time, a lot of challenging situations. I had to get, I was divorced, so I had to go through the court system, and by the time they came to me, they weren't quite up to speed, I guess, to my thinking. So it took me a few years trying to get things on track. And when you're teenagers, fuck, that ain't easy, man. So you have to, and especially my boys, shit, they could probably, even back then, they could have gave me a real good challenge as far as physical shit goes, you know. So had to reason with them, which for the most part I think paid off. But at the time, you know, it's like you jump into the deep end. There is
Teenagers aren't really known for their reasoning skills, though, are they?
It's no, but you can apply deductive reasoning, all right, as a skill, and say, okay, hey, let's talk about deductive reasoning and let's use it now, all right? And so they kind of will get on board. It's the structure of I learned with them on how to communicate, not to go too far in infringing on their freedom, but to make them realize that just because you have freedom doesn't mean that you're allowed to be irresponsible. All right. So now that you have freedom, you have to learn how to be more responsible and accountable for your actions. Because as a teenager, out doing the kind of shit that you guys are, you're probably going to go to fucking jail. So think about that you know, before you start getting drunk and doing stupid ass shit, as I did as a teenager, and almost everybody does. I mean, I don't know. So it was a challenge. But
usually, with freedom, doesn't that come with responsibility in general? Like the more you have, the more responsibility comes along with that.
When I got my boys, they were doing very poorly in school. D's, F's, right? And so the first rule was you got to have a B, not an A, You got to have a minimum of a B, because I know damn well if you show up for class and actually do the work, you'll get a B.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Okay. But you just have to actually show up and do the stuff. And if you're not willing to do that, you're going to get what you're getting. Right. And basically, if you want your freedom, you got to have peace. And first time now, my oldest boy especially is very hard headed, and he didn't quite. He got like a 2.8 or something. That's close enough. I'm like, no, no, sorry, you're grounded. My middle boy, he kind of took me serious, so he had freedom, and the oldest boy didn't, so he was pissed. And so we battled quite a bit. He wouldn't pick up his shit. I think I told you guys I stapled his shit to the floor. And then he didn't. He wanted to always go into his room and shut the door. I go, no, we have an open door policy here. And he kept doing it and locking it. And I'm like, all right. So I fucking took the door off, put it up in the attic. Okay. I was just telling you some of the
motherfucker.
I'm just talking about some of the battles. You know what I mean? Fuck, man. So I mean, I laugh now. Yeah, we're both laughing. At the time, fuck, I have to do this type of shit. You know what I mean? It's not fun. It's very challenging and disruptive. And but he's probably the most mild-mannered out of all of them now. He's a butcher in the butchers union. Works for as a butcher manager of a kind of a Safeway out in a small town. That's what it took for him. He had to get out of the city, not even in a big city, but he had to go to some really small place. He has a girl. They get along really well, and he's staying away from all the temptation, right? And learn how to be self-disciplined. And he's 43, or no, 41, forgive me. And I seen him just the other day. He's doing well, you know. So it just takes time, guys. Stick with it. You know, I know you got some daughters, Smiley.
Yes.
I really don't know what I would do there. I would always wanted a daughter just to experience it. But I've always had boys.
You're better off with daughter-in-laws. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. Stick to dogs. Get multiple dogs instead of kids. You'll be far ahead. They listen better. They listen way better. They're cheaper. There's a lot of benefits that come to getting dogs instead of children.
It's this hormonal proclivity we have in procreating, and it's especially very strong when you're young.
Everybody wants a mini-me. You know what I mean? Like,
they don't. You know, they should have a class in school to like having children 101. You know, or get ready for shit. Get ready for the big surprise that you don't know about. I don't know.
Kind of try to do that now. They make them kids carry those fake the mannequin babies around that like cry at certain random times and shit. And then they got like a little, I don't know, something. There's some kind of a card or a bracelet they wear, so that and it communicates with the baby, and like it records how long it cried until that thing like connected to it, and like. Yeah, there's different things they got to do or whatever. And then their grade is based on how well they responded to this thing. Like, yeah, there's like a light that comes on and you're supposed to like, means that it's got a shitty diaper and you're supposed to change the diaper or whatever. And fucking, but it like literally cries, man. It like screams in the middle of the night and shit. So they got to get up and go put this fucking thing on it for so long. It's like 10, 15 minutes or some shit like that. And their grades all based on how quick they got to the baby to take care of it when it initially started the problem or whatever, whatever it was.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
That's what we had was an egg back in the day. No fucking electronic kid and shit.
They don't prepare you for the night like my middle son was crying, and I elbowed my ex, and she elbowed me back, and we both just kind of, all right, he'll stop crying, right? And he wouldn't. He didn't stop. He got louder and louder, and I was like, God dang it, you know. I had to work the next day, and so I finally get up. I go in there, and he is hanging on the outside of his fucking truck with, with both hands. Ah! It's like, fuck. So, and then I'm like trying to take him off and eat. I'm like, fuck, man, let go. It's like, God damn. I mean, he had a vice grip on that thing. And then he calmed down, you know, and like shit, you know, a half hour later, you get to go back to sleep. Of course, that never happens. You end up going to work half dead.
It's funny shit. I remember that was the same thing. Our first daughter, my first daughter or whatever, she was crying, you know what I mean? So put her to bed and she'd cry and have her fit. And then we're like reading these parenting books, you know, to like, don't go in there. You got to let them cry it out and shit. So like the first fucking night we tried to do that, same thing, man, just screaming her head off. And we're like, no, not going to do it. Book said, man, don't go in there. We finally break down and we're like, no, something's wrong, man. She's been crying. We go in there and her legs all jammed up through the fucking, through the crib all goofy or whatever. We're like, oh yeah, parent of the year right here. Like,
well, Your Honor, the book said.
right. Exactly.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, there's no, even if I think even if you take the class, there is no, it's a unique experience for everybody, I'm sure.
There's another funny one with my youngest daughter clinging on for dear life, but we had a basketball hoop that was like, you know, it was 10 foot, but you could lower it to like 8 foot or whatever, right? So, and it was down enough to where I could kind of pick her up by her waist and, you know, and she could reach up and slam dunk the ball, right? Her sister had done it, you know, I'm like, pick up her sister, boom, she slam dunks it, yeah, high five, walk away. Pick up my youngest to go do it. She slam dunks it, grabs onto the rim, and won't fucking let go. I'm like, honey, you gotta let go. You know, and after standing here, you know, and I was literally like, yeah, like she's up above my head, like, honey, you gotta let go. I'm gonna, like, I'm finally like putting my arms down, like, all right, kid, you're just fucking hanging there, like, what's going on? And she was screaming the whole time too, like, no. I'm like, dude, I got you, just let go.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Now you're bringing me back memories because we had a basketball hoop and I wanted them to learn how to. I could barely dunk the basketball. I mean, just barely. And so I dropped it down to like 8 foot, right? And I wanted them to learn how to dunk. And well, show us how. I go up there and I jump way too high. I put my forehead, boom, into the fucking rim. End up with a nice cut, right? Fall on my back, you know, on the cement. And I go, that's not how you do it.
I was just gonna say, did you tell him that's not how you do it?
And my son goes up there, wham! He goes, that's how you do it, Dad. I'm like, yeah. They were naturals at athletics. It was kind of scary, really. But another time, my middle son, they were into martial arts. Right? I gave him karate and aikido and all those lessons, right? And so Jake, he wanted to throw a ball up and then do a spin kick and hit it with his foot, right?
Sweet.
Yeah, practice that one. That'll be good, right?
You know,
and then so I only saw him like every 2 weeks because that was the stupid program we had with the courts. And I go over there. He goes, Dad, watch this. He throws it up, bam, hits that ball. I mean, it goes out of the. I go, wow, this is like unbelievable. In 2 weeks, right? He figured this out. I'll do it again, bam. I go, do it again, bam. I was just like, holy shit. So I don't know. I'm bragging now, but my kids are very athletic and hybrids.
Hybrid figure, right?
Hybrid, and it's good and it goes bad as well. Like they would figure out shit to do and just like I remember I had to go to California for something. I forget I was going to be gone for a few days, and they're teenagers. I'm like, all right, look it, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, right? And I was like, just like, yeah, sure, Dad, no problem. Fuck, they had a party. I get a call down in California from my buddy's like, dude, your kids are really living it up. I'm like, really? He goes, yeah, police were there. I'm like, fuck. I'm just like, what can you do from fucking California? And now they're not answering the phone, right?
Of
So
course.
so I had to go home and the fucking house was trash. So I'm like, all right. And we're renting, right? So I'm like, we're in trouble, guys. So I went and bought about 10 gallons of paint and said, all right, here you go. Get the fucking work. And we painted the whole inside of the house, or they painted the whole inside of the house. And I got to inspect. And they did a good job. So, but fuck it. My oldest wife's like, fuck, Chris, no problem. When are you gonna leave again? all we gotta do is all we gotta do is paint the inside of the house. It's like, fuck. So nothing really worked. I mean it. I mean, I shouldn't say that because they ended up on honor roll and you know, athlete of the month of the year, all that bullshit. But it's just funny you think back. Like I said, my oldest is your age, so
Funny looking back, man. Yeah.
yeah, I'm kind of
Different
glad
times then too, man. Holy shit! Going through the '80s and '90s and shit. Late '80s, early '90s.
I found. I was looking for something in the garage. I found all their baseball card collections and shit. I was like,
Yeah, dude. They're not worth much now though.
they're not. I was hopeful, but
I got like 2 totes up full of them out in the garage. They're like all in the '90s and late '80s, and
nah, nothing big. Yeah,
apparently that was a popular time too. So
yeah, they were into all those cards. My youngest wanted the Yu-Gi-Oh or
Pokemon.
no Pokemon. Forgive me, yes, dude, he was a Pokemon fiend, and everything was good. I got along with his mom pretty well. Different mother, but she finally got excited one day. She married a guy, and he didn't think I was paying enough money, so they took me to court. And then I couldn't see him for a while. That pissed me off. So I made a deal. I said, hey, every Monday I'm going to put some poke cards at this place in your house when you're at school and nobody's at home. So just so you know, you'll have your poke cards. And fuck, he just loved it. And I would park down the street and take my binoculars and watch him. And he just fucking, you know. But dude, that's the kind of shit you shouldn't really have to do.
Shouldn't have to do it. No,
No, man, it's kind of
I was just thinking that I don't
it's
know.
bad. It's terrible. And
And it
so
happens daily. You're not the only man to be able to
no,
tell kind of stories either. That's
I
what's
could I can tell you some with my older boys, some really bad ones. But it's just you never want to use the children against the parent. It's just because basically you're destroying half of them,
yes.
right? So then you have what a half a being out there, and it's just
You
it's
don't
not
ever want to talk bad about the other half of that kid in front of them either, because you're basically talking bad about them to them. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of the same thing.
Fortunately, I understood that. It paid off big time because my ex is now she's basically tolerated. Okay. It's like, oh, mom wants us to go do. It's always, Mom wants us to go to this or that. And I'm like, yeah, she is your mom, so good luck with that. I try to not talk to her. She's really, anyway, I don't know. Just saying, my first wife really, I don't think she's listening for sure, but she definitely, not quite sure how to explain what happened there. I don't know.
Yeah. I think I'm trying to keep my truck one more year, my pickup truck, so then I can have my pickup truck longer than my first wife. Biggest is laughing.
It's funny.
That's not. I guess that's not a hard one to do because a lot of them are, but 13 years for the first one. So yeah, it's a
I
lot.
was married, I think 9 and made it, it was about 12 years altogether. High school romance into
Same thing. Yeah,
our 20s.
prom pictures and all, man. Fucking A.
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
Young and dumb, gone without a place to put it.
What kills me is I gave her, I knew she was going to get everything. So I just said, okay, here's the house. How much debt do we have? All right, I'll take it. I was just like, whatever, let me the fuck out of here. And, but still, that wasn't enough. I mean, that wasn't a good enough guy, you know, to not use the children against me, which just really, she knew that was the only way to piss me off. And guess what? It worked really well. Worked really well because
Yeah,
I'm
that's cool.
so protective of my kids.
It's kind of like getting kicked in the nuts. It generally has the same effect, no matter how often it's repeated, or generally has the same effect. Fucking hurts.
It's I can't believe I'm up here talking about my life like this, but whatever. This is therapy. I tried to run away. I
What
tried to
are we
run
gonna
away.
talk about? Aliens? Spin the wheel. We go. We got pyramids. We got aliens. We got
I'll take aliens for 200.
we got free energy, vibrations for 400.
There you go.
All
Yeah.
good subjects. All good subjects.
I read an article today about a race of aquatic beings that supposedly have been discovered while the military was mapping the ocean floor, which they've done, I guess, thoroughly now. And this is an ancient race of aquatic beings. They're humanoid to a degree, but they're obviously live under the water. So
Like a civilization, like a
species, three
advanced.
fingers with kind of a web. Dude, I don't know. I didn't see any pictures, but I was like, oh wow. So
Mermaids are real.
I did not the way. I don't think they are.
They're not pretty and they don't have big tits.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Yeah, I think
Was that the siren? Am I getting that wrong?
they are quite tenacious little creatures, I guess. So you don't want to mess with them, especially underwater. So, but I think we're going to start hearing a lot about this stuff. There's more races, species, humanoid type, excuse me, species on Earth than we realize.
Yeah, the skinwalkers and all that stuff.
I just don't. I mean, I've heard the reptile. I've also read about a reptilian race that lives underground. Um, dude, I will say this. There was a day back when I had no money at all and I had no car. I was raising my kids and I was taking the bus a lot. And it was hot as fuck. It wasn't 116, but it was in the 90s. And I get on the bus and there's this guy that has a hat on All right. And I mean, a wool hat with the, I don't know, like the European style, right? And he had sunglasses on, and he had a sweater and a fucking jacket. And I'm like, what in the fuck, right?
Right.
And he's not sweating, okay? But he had a kind of like a snout, and I was just like, what? And so, dude, I was eyeballing this guy, and he turned to the side, and he had a extra eyelid that came down, and that's when I went, oh my goodness. And so he looked to me like a little fat little reptilian that was cold on a 90-degree day. Now what the fuck? You know what I mean? And I do that is I've never figured that one out, but that's just totally
Is this
unusual.
Does this happen to be a day when you doubled up on the microdose?
No, I didn't know that. I'm talking back when I was having trouble finding weed, actually.
All right, all right.
So
I do know people like in that hot weather though, like that's a thing for agricultural workers. They'll wear like long sleeve hooded sweatshirts even at 90-degree. It's something about keeping them cooler. I don't know.
this guy had a sweater and a jacket on and a beanie and sunglasses. He wanted not to be. I mean, it was
He didn't want to be seen. Yeah.
no, and I was just like, and I said something like, "Hot day, huh?" And he just no nothing, didn't even budge. I was just like, this is weird. Then I had my stop. I got off, and I was like, scratch my head. I still scratch my head about it. I'm like, fucking hey, did I just see somebody? But they say a lot. I've heard a lot that they're living among us.
I was just gonna say, did you do that on purpose? That was like switching into like camp story mode or some shit.
Yes. Greetings, cannabis wearers. Welcome to the dark side. No, that was weird though. I'm telling you. So that'd be the only. And then I also saw a UFO flying once, but you can't. I mean, it's like I thought you can't. There's no. Just like this guy. I don't know if he's a lizard or not, but he had an extra eyelid. What the fuck? Because he was blinking. Okay, he would blink, but first the white eyelid would come up, and then his eyelid would go down. So he had like up and then down, like a cover. First, the lid would go up, and then he would cover it with his regular eyelid.
Like a frog's eye or some shit.
Didn't look human to me, man. And I watched it for a while. I mean, he blinked more than once, right? So I was like, did I just see what I thought I saw? And I was just staring. Right?
Walk up and poke him in the eye.
He'd probably bite me or something. But
Oh man, I ate some shrooms. I'm just trying to make sure that's what I think it is. What the fuck?
That's funny. But those are some just unusual things that have happened to me, you know, that's made me go, is there other species here? I think there is, quite frankly.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Have you ever listened to the Law of One channeling of Ra?
No.
That'll pop a few gaskets. Yeah, that's a good one. Because it's too there's too much truth that resonates for it to like you're going, wait a second. It's one of those where you go, wait a second, I gotta reevaluate my whole thinking here, you know. And I'm going back to study all this stuff that I've been studying all this stuff for like 16 years now, believe it or not.
Yeah.
But do I just enjoy the
Curiosity of it.
different. It's not your same shit. It's not your indoctrinated education. But it's out
Outside the
there.
box. Yeah.
It's out there. There's all kinds of stuff you can read that make you go, wait a second. And so you have it like an inner knowing, at least I do, where you just kind of go, huh, that feels way more correct than what I was taught. Like that would, again, deductive reasoning would indicate that what I just read resonates. Huh, right? Now, how do you prove it? Well, you weren't there. So, and it is a, what, 8,000-year-old clay tablet, or it's all this, I guess they could have faked that. I mean, you start trying to discount shit, right?
Well, like
But
a lot of the data though is kind of just data. It's how you interpret it. So it's just, you know.
like, I ran into a guy that was really big into we're on a flat planet. And I said, okay, well, why is it that the whole or the whole star system is on this clay tablet that's 8,000 years old? If we're in a dome and there's no, okay. Now recently, because I'm listening to the Law of One, they're talking about how the Earth was in a quarantine state, and that much of what you see from the Earth looking out is holographic, because they don't want us to get the idea to leave the planet and go explore with all the other galactic people out there. I'm
Because
just going,
the idea to leave the planet.
we're kind of in a evolutionary lockdown or something. I'm not sure. I'd have to re-listen to the exact terminology, which is not always easy to decipher. I found myself having to stop the video and look up the word that, and oh, okay. And it's quite, dude, I would much rather do that kind of stuff than I don't know, play around on YouTube. I mean, I'm on YouTube listening to that stuff, so I am utilizing YouTube, but I'm not really playing around, hanging out. And I like coming here.
No, it's fun. No, I mean some of that stuff's interesting. Like, I guess I've been kind of getting my brain wrapped around like just the whole idea of how DNA is like, and the relation of DNA to like computer programming or a software. You know what I mean? And that's really commonly how it's looked at, referred to, talked about, and if you think of it in such a way, it's kind of like, I'm not saying that everything's a virtual reality or whatever, but in a way, I mean, it kind of is, right? Like all these little, like a bee flying around is just a program, DNA coding program for that bee to fucking carry out its task and do what it does through its life cycle, right? It's all there, programmed. It doesn't really deviate. A bee doesn't fucking build a dam for water, and you know what I'm saying? Like a bee doesn't do what a beaver does. A beaver, it's like some of that shit's all designed to do what it does, like the plants, all that stuff. It's kind of a, I don't know, different take on it all, I guess.
No, I do there to me there appears to be a theme. Like a bee has a theme. This is my mission. This is what I do, right? Humans have it. Each human is unique and yet connected. All right, like the phrase I liked was, "We're all one. All we have to do is act like it." Okay, but due to the energies that have kind of taken over the earth, we don't really understand how to utilize this human instrument that our soul is within, that's actually traveling around and having experiences. And so it's interesting for me to ponder those types of ideas, and they make a lot of sense to me, really, quite frankly.
Chat's going, the fuck's sake. It's true, man. I don't know. The DNA stuff's kind of, it's true. But that fucking shit blows my mind, man. The more I just understand something about how that forms a fucking amino acid, that forms a protein that folds in such a perfect way, it's all fucking crazy.
Well, it's math. It's math. It's geometry. It's all these basic things. Astral theology, all right, was more about geometry and math than it was about anything spirituality, all right. So it makes sense. I mean, if the basics, if the metadata is symbolic geometry and mathematics, vortex math, if you really want to go into the black hole type theory, all right. And if you look into the deepest level in the minute, in the smallest we can go, you see zeros and ones. You know, you get past all the atoms and the quarks and all the whatever you call the stuff that you see. And then when you go the other way, it's the same thing. So what is above is below. So a lot of these themes that we hear, what's above is a below, all right? The flower of life, the lotus of life, the chakra system. I mean, these are all mathematical equations, quite frankly. So it didn't surprise me when I read that either. About we dove in and went as small as we could go, and we saw ones and zeros. I'm like, that makes sense, you know.
It's not though. It's we operate binary code in ones and zeros, but DNA actually operates in a 4.
Yeah.
You know.
Also, I was listening again, and they were saying, once you figure out as a soul being that's within a human instrument, how the instrument actually works, you can go from a double helix to up to 12 helixes or more in your DNA, and each new spiral of DNA gives you, it's like you're turning on another aspect of the human instrument to be used to experience in multi-dimensions and all the different aspects that are available for us to experience. So I found that to be kind of enlightening. But dude, I don't think the quarantine idea made more sense to me too. Like, yeah, they're kind of trying to control the shit out of it. So it's interesting.
Quarantine idea made sense.
Well, the planet Earth is, a lot of people say it's a prison planet, but it's more of a quarantine planet to make up for some of the misuse of the vehicles prior in history, in our ancestry, where like in Atlantis in those types of days, Lemuria, where they got in wars and destroyed the planet. So it's like, all right, you guys are a little out of fucking control here. So let's kind of drop you down as far as we can in the lowest dimension possible, and get you to take away some of the helixes, right? Let's dumb you down as, I don't know if it's like punishment, but it's more like retraining, right? So you got to go through all these different lives, coming back with a theme, and you like, okay, and you die, and you leave this, and you figure out another theme to go with, and you come back in and do it again. And it's all about trying to perfect and get back to a more accountable, responsible use of the instrument as a soul being. So that's kind of my take on it. I'm really, I mean, believe me, I've tried to summarize it down, but and that's just lately what I've been hearing with the law of one, which is interesting stuff to me. So I mean, take it for what it is. It's out there. You can read it. Miranda Farms, what's up, buddy?
Up, Miranda.
Happy birthday, Smiley.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, today we went down to the Plymouth's fireworks. They were a day late and $1 short, but they weren't too bad. All it really is a bunch of fucking drunks all going ape shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The spot we picked though was pretty chill. There was a couple hundred people there. It was kind of off to the side. I was looking around. Ain't no one smoking shit. So I kind of moved over to the middle of the field and lit up a fucking pre-roll, and some people next to me, they're like, is he smoking weed? And some other lady's like, oh, it's legal now. And then they stopped like saying shit about it, but it was just kind of like, fuck it. My wife was yelling at me, you don't smoke that here. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, this is what we're all about. If you don't like it, fucking no will. Right?
Right, man. I love it. Like New York too. Like it's all you can smoke wherever you can smoke cigarettes and shit. You know, like
Yeah, that's fucking cool. I used to go to New York a couple times a year and go through like Manhattan, and I just smoke going down the sidewalk every time anyway, like way before wreck. Just because there's so many people there that no one knows where it's coming from.
yeah. And
There's like cops on horses and shit all around you and stuff, and it's kind of fucking scary, but oh well.
I thought the same thing on the Vegas Strip. I did that, which there it was legal, I guess, but not on the Strip kind of thing. But then after thought I was sneaking it, you know, so I like light this joint, kind of walking as we're walking, whatever, trying to keep it. And then it's like getting a new car when you buy a new car or something. I started looking around. There's like 4 or 5 other people fucking smoking too. I was like trying to be all secretive about it and shit. Like, I guess we don't got to be too secretive. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I was dealing with my dog bugging out yesterday with all the fireworks and shit. He's like supposed to be a dog, but he's like a scaredy cat. He was like shaking like a seizure. It was pretty bad. He doesn't like it.
Yeah.
No fireworks for him. But I heard you guys talking about space or some shit, alien stuff or whatever. But I figured while we were on the space thing, I happen to have some Space Queen crosses that I want to give away. I can't see the chat, so you guys are gonna have to hook that up.
I love
for
that
me.
segue, by the way. That's awesome.
So yeah, I'm gonna. I heard the other day everyone was talking about fucking cheese, and I know Eagle just started Dairy Queen, and I got Dairy Queen like halfway through flour now. So I figured, fuck it, let's give away a pack of Dairy Queen. And I got a pack of Killer Grape, which is Killer Queen crossed with Quirko, subcool strain. So we're gonna give that away too. Two different winners. I don't. If you guys want to figure out how to do it, because Eagle usually does it, a number thing or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, where's the eagle at? Caca.
I'm right here.
He's hunting for goats.
Damn.
He is the goat.
I am here. Same old number thing, unless there's injections.
Number it
You
is.
guys know the deal.
Right.
All right, I'll put 2 numbers in chat, and then we'll just run it right at the same time. Is that cool?
Yep.
2 winners that way, right? So you can't get numbers. 57. Eagle, you're gonna do math. 57 times 4. I don't got that many fingers.
240. Round her up. Man, that mind fucks me a little bit. 2 different numbers, huh? 2 different numbers? Same round? It's gonna be a toughie.
Whoa.
All right.
What do you mean a toughie? Why would it be hard?
I don't know.
Well, you said between 240?
1 and 240.
Yeah, like,
Or
give
0
away.
between
Wait,
0
what?
and 240.
Make it sneaky. All right, there we go.
Nice strains too. Miranda?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Yep.
a good gift, dude. Thank
My Dairy Queen right now is it doesn't seem to stretch. It stays a little low. But that shit is the frostiest one in the fucking flower room right now. I have another one outside too. It started off pretty short, but it caught right up. I'm like having a problem right now too because my plants are like 2 feet from the top of the greenhouse.
Start.
Bend them over.
Here, you throwing
you.
up.
Start,
I
Eagle.
didn't mean to cut you off.
Bend her
No,
over.
no, that's why I was
Oh,
sending it in there. All right, you guys got a minute and a half. I'm very sorry to cut you
one
off.
number.
All right.
But he didn't
One
start.
number. There you go.
Oh, and it's got to be
Ready?
U.S. I can only ship U.S.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
people.
US only.
Go. Start. Guys, good luck. Minute 30.
Oh, yeah.
Are you and Smile tonight celebrating his birthday? Ah,
Cheers.
Let me see. I guess 34.
Somebody grabbed one already.
Am I close, Smiley? For your age?
You got it backwards. It's 43.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
43 myself.
Nice.
Actually, me and DOA's birthdays were back to back from each other. His was the 14th. Mine was the 15th of February.
Okay.
Mine's the second of February. Groundhog's Day.
Aquarius.
mine's the 8th. What a February dominant month.
Bunch of Aquarius
Holy
is up
shit.
there. Scratch you surrounded, Smiley.
Hey, you got to reverse 9 months back from, or what was that? Yeah, like the construction crew guys when they're off in the winter. I guess that wouldn't work for February. Never mind.
Workman's comp.
Summer finale.
You gotta look when they're off work, man. That's when they're getting their woman knocked up when they're off work.
Oh yeah.
Construction guys. That's why like all their kids will have like similar birthdays and shit because that's when they're fucking off work.
Is the stop.
That's stop.
Yep.
All right, I seen Mr. Chad Westport hit one of them. I'm pretty sure, right off the bat too. 'Cause it was 143 and 202. Chad had 143. I seen. See, I'll help me with the 202.
Second.
Somebody else.
Automation is freedom. 207.
Yeah. That's all.
The winners can DM or email me or get a hold of Eagle. He'll get a hold of me. Who were the winners? Chad and who else?
Automation Freedom.
Nah,
Yeah.
that fucking dude.
Yeah.
I just met him. I just
Did
met
you?
that dude. He lives where I went and watched the fireworks. He lives like friggin' maybe 15, 20 minutes from my house.
There you
No
go.
shit.
Crazy, right?
Uh-huh. That was divinely guided.
Fucking mail that one right away.
Or just go
I
get
could
it.
have gave it to him the other day then.
I'm just kidding. That's cool though. Oh yeah. Go smoke down with them. Here you go.
Congrats to the winners. Good job.
Congrats to the winners.
Yeah. Great job there, Miranda. Those are some great strains. You guys are going to love those.
Which one's which? Or are you just gonna pick which one gets which?
That's actually a good question. Now I don't know what the fuck to do.
Oh.
I might have to flip a coin.
So
Between the two, right now, 1 to 10, they get to pick.
there you go.
All right, yep.
Bingus,
Gotta pick a number.
grab that number.
Between what?
1 to 10. 1 to 10. 1 to 10. Pick a number, Bingus.
Okay. It's up.
All right. Chad, automation is freedom. 1 to 10. You get to pick.
We gotta wait the 20 seconds for him to catch up.
He nailed
Boop,
it.
boop, 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 boop,
He's
boop.
on fucking fire. Automation is freedom. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Nailed it.
What was
dude's
that
on
for again?
fire.
Does he get to pick or what? What was that?
He gets
Yeah,
to
I guess
pick.
he gets to pick, right? Which
Yeah.
one does he want?
Yeah. If you get to pick, you have to drive him over and get him yourself, though. Thanks, martial artist. Thanks, Sensei. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah.
Pretty
73.
cool, be married. Yeah, brother.
I like to share the wealth.
Right on.
I'm actually thinking of starting up some new seeds. I'm gonna I think I'm gonna try both of them. One of them's Oregon Tsunami from Natural Homegrown Wonders, and the other is called TARDIS. I don't know if you ever heard of that one.
Sounds interesting.
Sounds like they're older. They're like on the same pack as like Nurse Jackie and Doctor Who and shit.
Older is good.
Yeah, I actually lost the pack of Doctor Who that I had, and there was a guy that walked through the last Gene Traders I was doing, and he was like standing in front of my booth, and I was like, dude, you look mad familiar. Were you the dude that gave me the fucking Doctor Who? And he's like, you said the secret word, and he ended up giving me 3 packs of like different strains from like that are listed on that same pack, but one of them, but he didn't have Doctor Who with them.
Again, I think all this stuff, I don't know, too coincidental. You know what I mean? I think it's all by design myself. It's like I say, when I cross certain things purposely, I get marginal results. Of course, I shouldn't say that all the time. I got some that turned out pretty good, but usually it's the accidents that are like, fuck, this is nice. Like I'm gonna keep that, right? And like this new one I'm doing, that's really just lime gas. It's just amazing. So I got clones coming out the ass on that stuff right now. But there's so many good strains. I mean, I started drooling when Miranda mentioned the two. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could, dude. If I really wanted to get back into looking at seeds, it's probably not a good idea, because I just end up buying them all, and then what happens? You store them, and you're like, oh yeah, I got to run these, and it's like, fuck, I don't have enough
Yeah.
room.
That's the problem, is trying to pop them and run them all. Like how much
Yeah.
time it takes to cycle through one set. You know what I mean? One set of beans, and like if you're gonna pop all 10, or like what we're doing with Jack Skillington. And I guess it's a longer process for some than it is for others, right, Eagle? But
Them
wait,
night seeds are nice. Clones are nice. Then you know exactly what you got.
yeah.
That's cool.
Is that Skillington normally pretty like short plant? Has anybody grown that Jack Skillington?
I've never grown it yet.
No. It's just supposed to fucking get you. What is the term?
Violently potent.
Violently potent. That's right.
It sounds good.
that's
Yeah, because he bred quite a bit with that too, right? Like,
dude, that's someplace you want to take that to the MMA or some of these. This
Yeah.
is what you want to smoke, guys. This is what you want to smoke. Instead of after your match, before.
yeah.
Oh,
So that's why since they claim that's a violently strong strain, and the males normally are able to pass on more THC, I was kind of thinking that may be the better cross for the males, so we could add more THC to the pine. And would that not be a correct thought there?
I'm in Camp Jack for the male, so
I'm with you. I'm still gonna keep these males of the Tulumbium because I'm still thinking about working that possibly to the
Shit.
Xmas and the
You
Xmas
should.
to the Tulum.
You should. And I'll get you the Jack Skellington clone to throw in there with it, and then we'll have
Boom.
way crosses.
Go.
It's the only way. I don't see any other way to get around it. But then the problem comes in. Then what do you do with it from there, right? Like which one are you gonna release, or which one, or do you release both? And
Let them all go.
yes, everybody gets a pair of both. You know what I mean? 6 of both or some shit.
Set them free.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, man. We'll have
Jeez.
some seeds this night
I'm-
either way. This should be some fire ass
Or-
shit either way.
More the merrier. That's the way I see it. DOA 1, DOA 2.
There we go. That'd be cool.
I think we should test for the name.
What do you think?
DOA asked for a shirt from me for like a long time, and I finally sent him one, and the shit was in his mailbox when he passed away. That sucks.
Yeah, shit.
Ow.
I
Owie.
told his daughter to keep it, but it's like a 3X, and she's not fitting into that shit anytime soon, I don't think.
Well, if she ever needs a tent, there you go.
Yeah, right?
He's
a blanket.
guy then, huh?
3X isn't that? I don't know. That's just a good sized dude.
Yeah, I'm just picturing tall and broad
I
shouldered.
think 5X would be more the tent version.
Right.
Speaking of tents, my greenhouse, I have like 2 feet before the plants hit the top, and
Already?
it just hit July, and I don't know what I'm gonna fucking do.
I was just gonna say, you're not even in the stretch yet, really, are you?
Yeah, and one of the plants is sweet tea, and that thing doubles in size, and it didn't even. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I have to like really mat it down with the trellis. I got like a 15 by 30 trellis, so I'm gonna like run the one sheet across the whole thing and see if I can really push it down with it.
I should do
I've been topping it nonstop. I have to top it once a week because it rained out for like 3 days. The plants like fucking drank all that shit hard, and when the sun comes and hits it,
Yeah.
explosive growth.
Yeah, you can almost watch them grow when that scenario happens.
Mm-hmm.
It's like corn
Yep.
too. Yeah.
It was like I moved here like 4 years ago, so the first thing I did, I actually moved a whole like moving truck with like all my plants and all my fucking shit, and it's I kind of just left them in pots, and the first year sucked here. But I got my garden spot ready, and I dug holes. They were probably like 3 feet deep, and got all the shitty soil out. I actually moved here with some of my compost to get a jump start on compost,
Nice.
which is fucking crazy.
That's smart.
I filled the holes up with compost, and I started planting in those holes every year. And then this year I decided I'm just gonna do one row right down the middle of the greenhouse where it's the highest, and I where those holes are, they kind of like mounded over. I just made one big like mound going right down the middle and planted everything where the holes used to be, so they're not. So the root ball's like in the ground, but it's mounded up over, kind of like Mendo Dope style.
Yeah.
And it works really good. There's no issues ever with any like deficiencies or any of that shit. So compost is definitely the way to go outside and in the ground, I think.
Yeah.
My original thought was put them in a pot outside, and then I can move them when we have a hurricane or some shit, because no one ever thinks of hurricanes until it happens and you're fucked. But the plants get so big you can't move them, so it's like you might as well just put them in the ground, let them root in and anchor, and then you got to cage the fuck out of everything, because that's our biggest problem over here is wind. So like you got to tie the greenhouse down, and you got to hold it up. Well, that shit's blowing away. And you got to greenhouse it around here. You can't just leave it out because we
So you
have
have to have it covered.
fog.
You have to have the ability to cover it. Is what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I leave it wide open all summer until there's flower on it, and then I got to cover it because we live in moldy Massachusetts where it's hot and humid nonstop. It's like fucking like even right now, it looks like I'm sitting in fog. Man, and people have problems with like powdery mold right now, but I think it's because their plants are all like bunched up. So I kind of have them try to tell them to spread those legs out.
I was just at a friend's this weekend actually and watched fireworks and all that, but I gave her a couple clones. I did it last year too. It was her first year doing it, and so she had two of them she raised, and then she loved it so much that she's doing them this year too. And it was, yeah, I was kind of over there looking. I'm amazed how they grow in the sun, man. It blows me away every time I see them growing in the sun. It's unbelievable. You don't see that. I don't see that ever indoors. The way they grow out in the sun like that, it's crazy. They were unhealthy from a couple different aspects, and they were just shining like they couldn't. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. The one had spider mites on it and shit. I found in the inner parts of it, and she had to clean up all the centers or whatever. But yeah, it was like you wouldn't have, you wouldn't have seen a plant that happy indoors with spider mites. Is what I was getting at, I guess. Like,
Yeah. I put a bunch of I have like a couple hundred marigolds around my in my greenhouse, like around it, and they're in pots though. And I noticed something ate a whole pot, like all the leaves are missing out of the marigolds. But it's a good thing actually because they didn't eat my fucking cannabis plants.
yeah,
Decoy.
Yep. Now they have to go through the marigolds in order to get, and then they got to go through the cover crop too to get to the plants. So when I put my mound down, I grabbed crimson clover and common buckwheat, and I grew that down. Actually, it came in really thick. Then I used a weed whacker. I chopped it all down, uh, and then you used like a hard rake and smashed it, like smushed it into the soil mound. And then I planted my plants in there, like the transplanted my plants in, and then I don't like I just sow more. I sow the seeds right on top, and whatever grows. I don't like bury the seeds or anything. So I took the rest of both of those packs and I put it on the top of the mound after the plants were put into the mound, and now all the cover crops coming up and flowering. So it looks kind of cool.
yeah.
The buckwheat makes like white flowers, and the clover makes big red ones. And I just made a post on my story the other day. Crimson clover, you can eat the flower and the seeds from it.
Yeah.
So they're actually edible in case you're hungry.
Cool.
The buckwheat is actually really, really healthy too. That's an accumulator of like calcium, phosphorus, and I don't know. It's a great cover crop. I was just reading up on this because it's one I've kind of added to my system too recently. But the buckwheat has an acidifying effect in the root zone too, so it's releasing a lot of those kind of enzymes to free up the phosphorus because that's what it's trying to bring up to itself. So, like, yeah, certain times of chopping and dropping that, you're breaking that cycle, but the enzymes and the things that are working from that plant are still in the root zone, and the other plants can make use of it. So it's kind of it's an interesting cover crop choice, I guess. You know what I mean? So, a couple little tidbits I picked up recently.
Yeah, I tried using cover crop indoor, and it turned into like a fucking hiding spot for bugs. And that's when I had spider mites, and that was it took me a year and a half to get rid of them. And yeah, it was a battle. And then ever since I had those, it's been like maybe 5 years. I I when I go into my grow room, I always start inside and then work my way out. I never be outside and then go into my grow because that's bringing bugs in and shit. And if it has to be, I actually fucking change my clothes, take a shower. I go all out now, and cleaning the room. That's a big thing. It has to be. I get yelled at because it's clean, more clean downstairs in my grow than it is in the house. And my wife gets pissed. You know what I mean? But it's got to stay clean. And ever since I stopped spraying. I stopped spraying for like using Trifecta or Dr. Zymes or any preventive shit. I stopped spraying because I swear to God, the shit might even attract them. I don't think it kills anything. So that was my key.
Cleanliness is my number one objective every single day. It's the first thing I do.
Yep.
And leaf stripping, that's number two. Because that also is a harbor for bugs, shit, problems, So, yeah, I hear you. Outdoors, it's a different story, though. I mean, it's you just got to keep your eye on stuff and do. I don't know. I would consider preventive, like um, like I have a fogger, mini fogger that I use in my veg area for sulfur, liquid sulfur. I do that maybe twice a month. But spider mites are the worst mothers to get rid of. At least for me, those and root gnats. It's kind of a toss up between those two guys. Everything else seems to be kind of spray them and they go pretty quick, like thrips and some of the others.
I usually get a couple of praying mantis visitors in the greenhouse. They just show up on their own, but I haven't seen one yet, which
That's
might be a good thing.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing. Yeah.
See, I thought a lot of the guys for the outdoor were doing the green lacewing bugs because they can hatch right on the plant and they don't go anywhere. But I haven't heard a lot of people talking about those this year. I don't know. It's kind of.
Well, I actually asked Subcool when a while ago. I was like, so when you release bugs to combat other bugs, then you just get a fucking bud full of bugs. Because if you got some sticky bomb shit, there should be dead bugs all stuck to it. You know what I mean? So what do? Just smoke the good bugs then? And he said, well, yeah. And
Yeah,
I was like, well, that's fucking
you.
gross. I ain't fucking putting bugs on top
They're
of bugs.
good bugs, man. They're not bad for you.
They usually end up in the soil or the medium. They don't end up in
I see what you're saying. They're shitting on it too, you know what I mean? Even if they're not dying here, they're walking through and eating and shitting and eating and shitting. That's right. Like
I actually just put that on my story last week. I fucking found a ladybug floating in my pool, so I saved her. I put it on my fucking cannabis plant on one of the clones that was going out. And then I zoomed in. Motherfucker took a shit right on my leaf. The ladybug.
That's funny. Good one.
There you go, man.
That's funny. Well, guys, I'm going to slip out here. I'm going to get some sleep tonight, and always a great time up here on the Eagle Gardens panel. Thanks, Eagle and Smiley and Miranda Farms for the giveaway, and everybody in the chat room. You guys are awesome out there in chat land. Believe me or not, believe it or not, I read up most of the stuff that you guys write, and we've got a very intelligent growers, a lot of good growers in the chat room. So y'all have a good night. See ya next
night.
Night, Bingus.
Cheers.
That's fun, man.
You know what else I do on my outdoor grow? I bud wash every fucking bud, which is major time consuming. Yeah. I use just water, 3 different buckets.
Have you ever tried it with anything besides just water?
Room temperature, so you obviously can't use cold water. And what's that?
Have you ever tried it with anything besides just the water?
No, because I don't think it's really necessary unless because I'm not washing bugs off or whatever. You know, I'm just washing any possible dead bugs, bird shit, or whatever, the dirt. I put hay down on the bottom of my greenhouse so it doesn't blow dirt around, but it still gets dusty and shit in there. And this is my medicine, so I want it to be clean.
Yeah, no doubt. I've heard all kinds of different bud washing.
You should see the amount of shit that comes off of it that you can't. I wash it, and I dry it while I'm washing the rest, like on a clothesline, and then I bring it in, put it right in the My Herbs now.
Oh, you do? Still use the My Herbs?
Put it in the My Herbs now.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
I was just thinking, you let it drip dry though, right? Before you're.
I let it drip dry till it's not like soaked, and then I put it in the my herbs now. I actually, since there's a lot moving around, I'll like fill up a tote at harvest time. I'll do it at like a tote at a time, and then bring it up, and I have a sweet dry spot in my attic because there's like way too much to put. I need like 20 my herbs now to fucking get this done.
Yeah,
So I rotate on lines and then put them through the machine as the machine empties out. It's like a big project that I have no fucking help with. It's
yeah.
a one man show.
Same here, man. Yes, sir. Do that song and dance all the time.
Some
But
labor
it's
of
worth it.
love.
Labor of love.
Hell yeah, you see the size of a plant you can make outside. The fucking yield on that thing is way worth it. And just like you were saying, uh, outdoor shit, you can get it to grow just as good as indoor. You can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
You get it just as frosty, just as dense, and in my opinion, I think you might even be able to get the terps even better and taste more
I was
better
just gonna
there.
say, man, you should get a better expression from it all around. Some of the outdoor I've seen is a lot frostier and a lot stonier too. It seems there's like almost a different kind of a, it hits you different or whatever a little bit. But it's all a matter in our area too. It's all a matter of getting it to where it's not going to be moldy. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to get through the end. But yeah, it usually is pretty nice. And it's really cool to see indoor cuts go outdoor and see how they respond under the sun versus like
Yeah.
running them indoor. Because even
Yep.
the flavoring, everything's different about them.
And that's the trick is bringing them out at the right time. If you bring them out too early, they're gonna want to re-veg on you. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude.
They're gonna switch to flower because it's too early outside still, and then re-veg back and fuck up.
Yeah. I just threw a couple out in my because I got a strawberry bed that I started, but the strawberries are kind of more springtime thing, so it's more for like next year. So
Mhm.
so I
They
just threw.
spread big time too.
Yeah. So I just threw some cannabis seed in there for this year, just the other week actually. So they're like this tall, second node, third node now. So
Hmm.
we'll see what they do, man. It's pretty intense sun for them. I don't know. A couple of them got eaten by something. They're I'm about half of them that I threw in there made it so far. So it's like not really tending to them, I guess, is the term or whatever. Or
It
baby.
ain't too late to bring shit out, in my opinion. We all know the Mendo song, "One Plant, One Season."
Yeah.
2 strong months of veg. July and August need water every 3 days. Life ain't easy for a ganja farmer these days.
I love it. Yeah, dude, that's what I was thinking. A nice two months to veg yet, and then a little stretch. They might get to be maybe chest high. You know what I mean? Nice little plant.
I think it's a good idea too. I might actually try this to light dep them a couple weeks before fucking flower season, so they can kind of start into flower early and then finish early. You know what I mean? Before the mold season really comes to play. But at the same time, I think mold season's year round over here. It doesn't matter if they go into flower right now, you're catching mold. You know what I mean? It has to be covered. It's all about covering so they don't get wet over here and really good airflow, exhausting it out and shit.
Yeah, keeping them dry, keeping the dew off them.
It's weird too. In the greenhouse during the day, that shit can be like 115 degrees in there. And I'll wake up and I'll be like, "Fuck, go in there. Everything's praying, standing straight up." If that was happened out in your room downstairs, it'd be shriveled up, dead. It's like
Yeah.
it's weird.
No, I was just actually my poor girlfriend. She gets all these random comments when we're smoking and looking at the garden and shit. But it was like, that's kind of become our routine. Like she gets home from work, we go check out the garden together and smoke a joint, look at it. It's kind of cool, but it was hot, man. The sun's just beating down today, and that's what I was trying to explain to her. Is like the plants to them, though, they can stay cool as long as they can transpire water. You know, like as long as they can drink up water to transpire out, they don't give a fuck. They'll rock it all day long. It's like it's hard on them, but it's not. It's like us sweating. You know what I mean? Like if we're in 115-degree weather, we can tolerate it. We just sweat, you know, and we need a lot of water to tolerate it, right? Like just like a plant would. So like, yeah, I mean, as long as they can keep themselves cool by evaporating water through transpiration, they're gonna. So it's just a matter of they're gonna drink more when it's like really intense sun like that, you know.
Yeah, you can see when the plants like sweat, because when the two leaves are touching each other and there's water underneath it. That's what I think these people are having the mold problems with right now.
For sure.
They need to pull their plants apart and spread them out.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna hop off and go to bed. Congrats to the winners. Happy birthday, Smiley. Thanks
Thank
for letting me on, Eagle. And I will see you guys next time.
Very cool, Miranda.
Thank you for giving away some fire genetics, my friend.
No problemo.
Oh yeah. Somebody's gonna grow Dairy Queen right along with Ego.
And Miranda Family Farms, he's growing it as well.
Oh yeah, no shit. Sweet.
His are in flower currently.
Oh yeah. I'll have to check that out on Instagram.
I was watering my girls as I was listening to you guys talk about them needing water. Yes, it is still pretty warm over here. That's one thing though, man. It gets muggy as fuck when it's like that here, man. And some girls transpire. It spikes it for me while I sit here. I don't like it. I prefer my room still right around 40, not 60. That shit's too high.
40% humidity.
Yeah. I like the low side of things. The desert effect.
Hey man, I don't know, on the argument of the whole humidity thing, like outdoor, like we're talking. I mean, Afghanistan, to my knowledge, is a pretty dry, hot place. So like, we got all these Afghani weeds that I don't know. I mean, I get that side of the argument too. Like they got to respond to certain things. They respond to the environment. You know what I'm saying? So if you're giving them, maybe that's why it was. Maybe that'll trigger something in the genetic from an Afghanistan strain. I guess. Sorry.
Possibly. Not quite possibly. Help bring out some of that pheno selection type, right?
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Like they're gonna adapt to it. So yeah, if you have a higher humidity, you're running the VPD. I mean, would you get a different expression than somebody running real dry temps like that Afghanistan, climate, I guess, or whatever?
I think you would. Gotta grab some weed. I've been smoking the shit out of fucking jelly bean. Excuse me. I was, yeah. That's what I had 4th of July. And I took fucking cannons with me. Like I usually smoke. And people were pretty impressed with the jelly bean there. It's funny. I don't think I could go anywhere anymore without talking cannabis. It's like
No.
sometimes I think like some of my friends are like, oh, there he goes again. Ah, shit.
I know my friends do because they just see like.
But for me, that's politics with them. You know what I mean? As soon as they get talking politics, I'm like, well, see you guys later. I can't. I hate talking politics. I really do. And
I hate
A lot of
talking.
them cats over there, especially over there that night, were vets. You know what I mean? A lot of them were vets, and it was uh, not a heated, but it was to the point where of the night where the drinking aspect of it has went from the friendly conversation where you're like just kind of like, hey, I'll give them that little bump, you know what I mean? But to where my louder voice now makes my point that much clearer. You know what I mean? Where they're intensely shouting to each other in a polite conversation over politics. I was like, all right, guys, later. Yeah, I just exit left. Exit left on that conversation.
Yeah. There's no resolve in it. There's no resolution. There's no, especially if you have somebody on the opposing side, is just get your shots in, right? Like,
Right. I just can't do it. I just can't do it either way. It was thick. It was thick. Yeah. That's why I prefer the cannabis talk. Everybody's at least got a somewhat sympathetic ear.
yeah, depends on the topic, man.
You know what I was surprised about? How many people there were relating to, like frequency and, you know, higher dimensions and shit like that. I actually met like quite a few people that were pretty open minded about stones and shit like that. I was like, I was surprised. I was really surprised how many people there were on that kind of level. But I actually had some good conversations about all the above at the same party there too.
Yeah.
Good day.
Good conversations on that level, he says. That's funny.
Well, it's not that often you meet people like that, right off the bat. It was good. It was a good day.
Yeah. Well, you got to bring the white papers with you, make sure,
That's why you'll know. I don't think you'll see too many white papers in a tree hugger conversation.
No, not typically.
No, 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 no. But,
I just think it's
so,
funny. I crack up about it because I think it's funny that the thought that science can explain everything is kind of just a funny thought. Like, I don't know.
you know what? I was on that too that night too a little bit. They can't explain everything. It's they there's still things that are unproven just because you can't prove them yet or you haven't found a way to disprove them or prove them doesn't mean that it happens. I mean, quantum physics is a perfect example of that. Science hates quantum physics.
Yeah, because it unravels all the shit they. Because science was built on regularities, so we notice things in regularities. But yeah,
If we notice them, we correct them, and that's what quantum physics shows us. Just us being involved in the experiment, watching in any kind of way, determines some kind of effect on the outcome. I don't really believe there is such thing as a blind experiment.
I don't know. I guess if they're repeatable is what they look for. But even in that, like it's there's an idea like that.
Okay, in the instance of repeatable, it's kind of like the same thing as a Google search. You know what I mean? You find what you're searching for. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
How often do you find things, you search for things, does it contradict what you're actually searching for? You know what I'm saying?
right.
Not at all. But
Yeah, I get where.
I again, yeah, it's hard. It's a tough argument there. Green fingers popping out. It's a tough argument. I don't think it'll. Well, we're a long ways from figuring it all out. Science is a tough thing. Once you try to go step out the box, then science kind of throws you out of their community too. You know what I mean? Once you step out and put a paper that necessarily doesn't go with the whole thing, it's kind of outs you.
That's because science only can accept certain things too, so it's limited. What's up, fingers?
What's up, Smiley? Happy birthday.
Cheers, Mr. Robert.
Cheers, Eagle. Oh, shit, I stepped on dog. Okay, let's go outside. Go look at the greenhouse.
Eagle, to the science explaining everything, I guess I heard this example from a debater named John Lennox, but basically the question of why is the water boiling, science would try to explain that through heat transfer and thermodynamics and all those things. But his point is the water's boiling just because I want some tea. And science would never get to that explanation at all. But you just want some tea. Yeah, we've drank tea a lot longer than we've understood thermodynamics. So, I don't know.
I get it. Cheers, Rasta Bob. Yeah, the reason why your water's boiling is because you want.
And both
It's
explanations are correct, right? Neither explanation is wrong, but you won't
It's
get
kind of the chicken or the thing.
kind of nice looking greenhouse there, man. That's big.
Pretty big, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let me stand in one corner, you can see everything.
That's dope, man. That's just you out in the woods, huh?
Me out in the middle of the desert.
Desert, all right.
Now it's next to the sea.
So you're kind of off grid too with that, right? Like
Almost. It's Imperial Irrigation got this shit unlocked. There's like thousands of poles everywhere over here. Like it used to be like more off grid, like 10 years ago, I guess. And now, like when I moved out here, I was like, oh shit, they actually got power. There's no like cable though, so I'm working on that. I found out I got some ghost train haze or whatever. Let me see what it's called. Yeah, ghost train haze. This kid paid like $1,000 for 3 seeds.
yeah, that's an old seed, I think, from Rare Dankness.
So I got fucking came up on these. He don't know anything about nothing, so he just wants to buy the most expensive strain and the most expensive everything. So I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Well, I'll do it. I'll grow your shit for you. You need to go back to work. He's like, I need to work and do this. I can't just keep doing this greenhouse shit. It's too much work for me. Like, we haven't even started. I was like, there's no work started yet, bro. Like, you haven't seen shit. Wait till I'm fucking green taping every day, fucking pulling down branches and caging, triple caging, quadruple caging. He has no idea what the fuck he's dealing with yet.
Yeah, it gets tough, man. A lot of people don't realize too, like how much space for drying and like.
Yeah, I gotta build another dry room too.
They're happy about their big old plants, and then they're like, "Where the fuck do I put it?" And shit. They got weeds in their kitchen and their fucking bathrooms everywhere.
This is gonna be all drying right here. I'll be drying in this little room.
Oh, you got space. Yeah.
So I got all the space I need for drying.
Yeah.
Soon it'll be a grow room, but I'll probably use it for drying most of the time.
Can you grow in that greenhouse all year round then like
Yeah. I just gotta have heater for not even heater for the winter time. Just keep it closed up instead of vent it. So like if I were just to keep the sides rolled down, it'd be fucking good all winter because it'd be so nice heat. Like it'd be perfect temperature and it'd be like 70 degrees. Perfect in
Doesn't
the
the
wintertime. We got 2 swamp coolers right now. I'll go show you again.
but doesn't
So
your nighttime temps drop super hard in the winter for you guys?
yeah, that's why it would be perfect just to leave it like closed all year, just for air conditioner. Or there's 2 swamp coolers up there. Like
Yeah.
that's right now. If I can find the goddamn thermometer, this kid always fucking puts it somewhere different, and I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Let's see what we got.
82. Oh.
82. We just got that on. 1 swamp cooler up there. 1 swamp cooler up there. Next to it, right across from it. So let's do it 82 right now. During the day, it's like 114. Fucking crazy, huh?
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
I got to roll up that wall. That whole wall, the green wall right there, has got to be rolled up. And then we only got 1 fan right now. That's all he's got. I'm like, what the hell? You need like 6 of those on each side, dude.
Do you
So,
try to light dep at all, or?
yeah, we're gonna do half of it light depth.
All right, all right.
Like maybe this half light depth, and then where I'm standing right now, we'll just keep it going, keep a veg.
Yeah, that adds another hurdle, man. Like trying to black them out when that heat too. You know.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Got to
We
control
were just
all
talking
the
about some bugs right there, huh? Look at that
out.
praying mantis.
Oh yeah.
Didn't even know I had a praying mantis in here, huh?
That's the way they go.
The big old motherfucker. I didn't even put no bugs in here. I'm ordering mites, but that's crazy to find a big praying mantis just looking at this. Good shit. Yeah, so I got 3 space train hazes, and that's it that I'm excited about. I'm gonna get some more clones tomorrow from Dr. Green Thumb's fucking dispensary or whatever. And I gotta plug this into the cord. Nobody else has a greenhouse right now going besides me, Miranda, and
No.
yeah, I haven't seen nobody with a big greenhouse. I don't think. I've been like looking for
No,
more. I've been looking for all
I'm
the help I
already
can get.
regretting fucking putting the plants I put outside,
Oh,
Mr.
shit. You're going
Greenfingers.
outside this year? You're going outside?
Nah, I wasn't. I would put some outdoors to re-veg.
Oh, they died?
And no, they're fully kicking. They're fully kicking. About ready to take those clones that I wanted.
Shit.
The only thing is, out of the blue, I've had some fucking visitors, and more visitors want to come by, and it's like, fuck. This year? Now? Why? Morning, Purple Thumb. Yeah, I had a couple people just drop by out of the blue yesterday, and fucking, I'm like, come on, really? They're just fucking my shit sitting right out in the blue. I'm like, man, I ain't seen you guys in like 5 fucking years and shit. And now I go, oh, man. Yeah. I think the weed, the smell's calling them, to be honest with you.
Gotta
I
be.
think the fucking smell's calling. I can smell it.
Nice.
Yeah. Looking good. What are we looking at there, Green?
That's the pheno hunt of everything from last year. Just whatever I crossed, whatever I got out of the bag, just put them all in. Got 200 starts going again, or another 50 and another 50, so another 100. So together it will be 206 plus binguses. So I got 206. Not count them all yet, but I still got to transplant all these. Well, these ones got long. And that's just all for the pheno hunt for the new flavors. But I know what those 6 are going to be the biggest. Oh shit! I moved them again, huh? Blue Mile, fucking moving everything. So much space to grow, so I just utilize it. Yeah.
Fucking Vegas is back, man. This motherfucker's bionic. Were you here the other night, Smiley? This thing like took over chat during one of the shows the other night, man. It was like I can't get rid of it, man. Like we were like on top of it. Everybody was on top of it. Just hide it. It just kept coming back and back and back. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, it will tonight too, or this time. It's like once the bot's onto you, it's onto you. But those look nice, green fingers.
Those are the biggest, the Blue Mile. They're fucking amazing. Got one little straggler, but that I'm thinking just is due to fucking me. It got shadowed. It got shadowed behind all the rest of them. I didn't notice it till I was like, "What the hell was the other one?" It was just like literally like trapped in between all of them outside. Then I brought them back inside. So when I moved, I was like, "Oh shit, there it is!" I was like, "There's a little plant right there." Like, so this thing got shadowed out by all the rest of the big girls all around it. But even though that smaller buds they're always more potent for me. Whenever I get a small plant, I'm happy. I'm like, hell yeah, that's the one. That's the one that's gonna be so potent that's gonna fucking knock me out.
So do you cut clones of those green fingers? You said you're looking for new flavors. What one are you looking for? What flavors?
Well, whatever flavors come out of that new one. What the fuck? Come on, guys. Where are my dogs at? Hold on. There they are. Come on, get out of the bathroom.
Dogs out.
Yeah, they all got out of the freaking little caged off area. And now I'm like, fuck, they all snuck out. But they're not in the clone area or in the plants. Nope. Yeah, I don't really have any ideas for cloning them yet until I get them all flavored and sexed. But I'm just looking for whatever the fuck flavors come out of here.
You're not looking to keep something and like.
No, I'm just running them for
The
the one flavor that I found like 2 years ago that I liked out of all of them. You know, like the Black Lime Reserve flavor more. And there was like a nice purple one that was like real chunky. So I am kind of looking for one, but I'm looking for the one that came out of the shit that I grew, like that I liked, that worked for me. The real Black Lime Reserve, fucking so chunky that like, and the bud spiraled around, like nice and fucking, yeah. So that's a purple fucking stemmed leaf from the very beginning. And it's just got that flavor. It's like almost grapes. I'm not really a purple fan, but I keep finding the nugs inside the fucking that little right underneath here. This I call it like a magic blanket of herbs because I could just literally dig in here and find fucking seeds everywhere. Like seriously, just like the magic blanket of fucking.
Dude, what's up with the blanket? You just got a blanket with a bunch of fucking bud in it?
Yeah, it's kind of like fucking if you ever watched Kids in the Hall, the guy asked for dreadlocks with weed that would never run out. And like, and God blessed him with dreadlocks of weed that never ran out. And so like, I kind of got like this blanket of weed that will never fucking run out. And it's just got weed for fucking days. And like, I could just pick through small buds and fucking get high every day for like years. And that's what I've done for the last year. Just pick out of here and get high. So like for the last 6 months, this has been my jar of weed in this fucking bag of fucking blanket full of buds, just nice
seeds out popping them. They're magic blanket seeds, man.
Yeah, the magic blanket.
You have to call it the blanket OG.
Yeah, there's fucking so much fucking just like pile. Like I could wash all this and just fucking. Damn, there's a layer I didn't even see before.
That's awesome.
There's some new ones right there. I'm gonna put this aside.
That's last year's harvest then?
Yeah, it's all last year's shit. It got put in an RV like that, like just tied in bundles. Well, actually, like I still got the bundles. There's a good view. This dog's eating the clone that's gonna be thrown away.
Oh, shit.
Good chewing toy, bud. Where is it? Oh, there it is. like that.
Yeah,
Bundles and bundles of herbs that I tied up.
what are you gonna do with them?
Well, that's what I was
That
thinking.
shit.
I just chucked through them. Those came out of the blanket. All these came out of the blanket. Those were all in the blanket at one time.
Yeah, stems out of the blanket too.
Like this is all in the blanket.
That's a hell of a blanket, man.
Hey, yeah, look at all those buds still on there. I don't even gotta look in the blanket no more. Fuck the blanket for a minute. Let's just pick some buds off here and smoke. Let's roll a joint.
Don't fuck the blanket. It will fuck the buds up.
Oh yeah, don't fuck the blanket. My bad. Let's not fuck the blanket. And we'll just do this. Hey, get out of the plants, bud. God, I love him so much. He's such a nosy little dog. I love him so much though. Come on out of the room. Good boy. He listens so well. Except for when he's eating my plants. I'm gonna smoke this. I'm gonna put myself on mute for 3 minutes. I gotta
Yeah,
roll
you
this.
gotta roll up that blanket OG. We're gonna smoke for the 420.
Hell yeah. It's almost 420. Thank you. I'll be right here rolling.
Did you pull enough
I've
out
been-
of the blanket?
Sitting here the last couple minutes, my fan's just blowing this cover that's on the camera. I'm waiting for it to just sail off and blind 70 people. 65.
65. As I get older, I will say that I'm happy that there's not a age limit to driving yet implied. So just filling the dead air with that, I guess.
You're already worried about driving? Come on.
I'm fucking around. I'm halfway, man. Halfway to 86. They might cut it off at 80.
Oh fuck. Yeah, no, they should have took my grandma's driving license away a long time ago before when she died. Like that was what made her, I think, went crazy. She still had the ability to go out and go be crazy. She's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go.
Right?
You take off.
Certain age, you're just like, fuck it anyway, right? Just take
Yeah,
out.
she's like, fuck it, exactly. That was the whole thing. She's like, fuck it, I'm old anyways. What's gonna happen?
You always got that backup excuse, like all them old people that drove into buildings. They're just like, oh my god, I hit the wrong pedal. They really were pissed off. And she just walked out of there 5 minutes ago. Was like, yeah, you son of a bitch, you'll see me in fucking 5 minutes.
Oh fuck.
Fucking throw the Bible on the fucking dash and take a ride. I got this.
I'm old. I don't give a fuck anymore. You got more to live for than me.
It's so true though. It's so fucking true. They do that. They fucking do. I watch my grandpa do it every day. Be like, you know what? If you want to drive, then you drive. But fuck it.
Right? And the police show up, and she's just like, I don't know what happened. I hit the wrong pedal.
Then she did that when she had a stroke once, and I was like, oh, there's no excuse this time. Fuck.
So are you gonna protect that card if you get pulled over later in life? Just be totally like, on point. Yeah, just play the old card if you get pulled over. I'm sorry, I'm old. I didn't mean to. I couldn't even see the speed limiter. I forgot my glasses.
I for sure would use that. Dude.
I used that once already, and I'm not even old. I was like, man, I'm just really tired, and I have had a bad day, and it was like 6 a.m. And like, what kind of bad day? You just woke up. I was like, I know. I have no excuse. I'm just getting old. It's like, fuck. The kid was 21 that was giving me the ticket. I was like, man, I feel really old right now. I'm being pulled over by a child. It's like, fuck me, man. It's like, I feel really old when they're like, sir, here's your card. I'm like, sir, I thought we were the same age, bro. Like, treat me like I'm old already. And the beard doesn't help though. So I gotta shave this shit off the rest of it.
Or it's just a respectful term.
And half the time, yeah, I'm like, man, I grew up with your brother, bro. Like, you don't remember me? It's like, it's a small town out here. It's like everybody grew up with everybody. So, like, man.
Sure. Wait a minute. No need for calling names now.
Oh man, I just fucking broke a seed in half. Fucking grinders sometimes will fucking save your life. I just crushed the seed with my fingers. My grinder doesn't crush no fucking seeds.
Grind that. Dude.
No, I just crushed it with my finger now. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. The grinder, my California crusher, or whatever it is, the Santa Cruz crusher, doesn't break seeds. They just fall right through the holes. Watch, where's the holy side? That's got the big enough hole. It's got big enough holes right there where those seeds just fall right through. Fucking every time. I don't get like none broken.
Yeah, the
Just go
broken
right
ones suck because then you always miss the one piece of shell.
through.
And you don't see it in there, but you will taste that motherfucker and you will smell it in your
Yeah, but
joint.
you smell it and then you won't find it either. Like you'll
Yeah,
be
you
looking
won't
for it. I
find
know
the
there's a
one
seed.
little
I fucking
piece.
smell it. I know there's one. And then you never find it because it's a piece of one. So it fucking sucks. And that was the one. That's the one seed that's gonna be the shit. And then you lose it. Happy
Yeah,
420.
man, it's the 20 right now. You get in a gear. Cheers, everybody.
Yeah, me slacking over here, fucking around. Fucking smiley. There we go. Oh man, I gotta find the lighter.
What, you picking us out?
No, I was trying to get the dad song. I've been moving things around again. Moving the setup.
Oh, no lighter. I'm lighter lost. Jesus. Oh, found it.
So, Smiley, I know you said that you weren't going to go out and celebrate the birthday. Motherfucking always a commercial. But there's always a birthday dinner, right?
Yeah.
There's always a birthday dinner at least. What you gonna have? What is the birthday dinner for Smiley?
It's actually a discussion earlier, actually, ironically enough. It's still up in the air whether we're going out or not, so I don't know. But I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to see how I feel tomorrow when I wake up. I'm not tying myself to anything quite yet, Ego. I'm not tying myself to anything.
For me, it's usually steak, prime rib, preferably. If not, I'll take a thick cut ribeye. Usually.
That's your always choice?
That sounds good though.
Most of the time.
Yeah, that sounds good every time. I think. Fuck. I just go to Kobe Steakhouse for my birthday, which is just a little shitty steakhouse, which is not even Kobe beef. They just call it Kobe Steakhouse. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's not Kobe beef.
Yeah, I'm like, why are you gonna call it Kobe beef? It ain't even Kobe. Fuck you guys. You charge me $35 for a steak. It's not even beef.
It's like naming your strain the top shelf OG or some shit.
Or like Paris OG. I'm like, what the fuck?
I ate some Kobe beef hamburgers over the weekend by the Wahlburgers. You ever had the Wahlburgers burgers? They actually about that. They sell that shit in my grocery store. It's like Donnie Wahlberg. It's like that family. Serious. They actually would do burgers. And they have like a Kobe beef like based burger. And compared to the other shit, it was super tasty. But I doubt by the, there's huge price difference there. That there's a whole lot of probably nothing but Kobe fat in that burger. I'm willing to bet.
Kobe is like a style, like a type of cow, though, right? Isn't it like Angus or
Yeah, it's like a graded fucking yeah, like a style of grading and fucking care. Like they give it beer and massage it, and they fucking give it rice wine and they massage it, and they just let it sit there and be a fat ass, and they massage it. Pretty great life
that's
to be a
no,
cow.
that's the other stuff. There's something different.
Wagyu beef.
Wagyu, yeah. But the
Yeah,
Kobe, I
you're
think,
right though. Kobe is the style of like the kind of cow. Yeah.
it's like an
Yeah.
Angus or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's like Angus or fucking yeah, or yeah, I'm thinking of the other ones that are called like yeah, not the type, but the kind. I guess the pheno.
The whole, yeah.
The genotype would be like the heifer and the other um yeah, heifers and whatever else they are. Milk cows and other types. That's kind of weird that we only eat certain types of beef. They will eat the babies. Oh, that's fucked up. Venison or veal? What is it? Which one is that?
I don't know.
Venison.
I think I heard somewhere like when you eat a burger from a fast food chain, just so I don't zero them out, but certain ones anyway, that yeah, like your one hamburger will have bits of meat from like 600 different animals, up to 600 different animals.
No,
No,
that's probably a better, top quality restaurant, more reputable restaurant versus the McDonald's burger that we usually consume.
You're gonna find like
Yeah, which,
five pellets of rat turds in them. They let you like get away with one bug per patty or something.
was
One whole
that
bug.
restaurant, Smiley? Was it more of an upscale restaurant where you'd get that kind of a burger, or was
oh
that
no,
kind
they
of a
were talking
McDonald's
fast food. They were talking
fast food?
fast food, yeah.
It's just like they don't even know what they're mixing up in the mixer. They're just mixing it in.
Well, no, yeah,
Making
it's
it-
just how many cows they process at a time, and by the time
Yeah,
it's
yeah. That's a lot of different animals. I guess you mean like yeah, a lot of cow. That's a lot of heads.
right. I mean, if it went to McDonald's
For
and
one patty? Fuck. For one
patty,
patty, how much did you say? One patty's got how many different fucking heads of cow in there? Like I didn't
600
even.
different animals, yeah.
Holy shit. For one fucking, you can't just use one cow for that fucking patty? Yeah.
Well, no, it's just how they process it, though. Like that's
Yeah,
just
they have thousands of fucking pounds they gotta make, huh? For everybody out there. For each restaurant, for each place that they ship it out to. That's weird that the way mass produce stuff instead of just do it like I've
that's
seen
all.
on those levels. It's so crazy, like the big level that they get food prepared for Americans.
But I don't think it's right, man. That's the thing. Like a lot of that stuff. There's guys talking about it. This is Joel Salad, and he was on Joe Rogan talking about that. We're changing the meat to being more localized versus like the huge mass farms that we have.
Yeah, I never thought about that.
You know what I mean? Like in one area we have 3,000, 300 million cows or whatever it is, where we can spread that across, 2,000, or more areas, whatever, 200 per state, and have all those cows and produce the same amount of meat, but just do it in a, what I mean, a broader spectrum of smaller farms. So yeah, anything that would happen, say one herd gets sick, it's not going to take out your whole food supply for the whole country.
Yeah,
Securities, but
very important. Yeah.
it's better for the environment. It's better for the food that we eat. Everything. So I don't know. It was pretty cool
The
talk.
cortisone inside the animals, the level that make us all stressed out. Once they get stressed out, knowing they're going to be butchered, like yeah, that shit does make a big difference in our 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 bodies and the way we think and eat and live. Our gut biome, everything. Yeah.
Matters for the cows too. So
Yeah, what they feel, we feel. What they go through, we go through. So it's the same exchange of energy. It's got to transfer to somewhere.
yeah.
That's why we're all fucked up as Americans and people. We're just like scrambled. Squirrel, 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 squirrel. Like all day, just squirrel, fucking squirrel.
It all and go more plant based.
Sometimes I do that. I try. It's hard though. It's like I hate plants so much. I gotta eat you to take your powers. And I eat them and get all powerful. Then I'm like, fuck yeah, I want a cow tomorrow. I want just a little part. I want a little part of a cow. I want some steak tomorrow though. But yeah, today I'll eat plants. And then yeah, victory's mine. One more life, like cycle, like one little half a heart, just then like the next day it goes back.
That's funny. I know I'm gonna be eating all kinds of veggies that I don't. But I was pulling strawberries today out of the garden, and I seen some cucumbers that are maybe the size of my pinky now.
Oh, little gherkins. Right now, there's little fucking. You can make little pickles out of the bitches.
Yeah, I know they're cool, man. They look cool. It's like, I don't know, miniaturized version of it, I guess. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's like a tiny, tiny one. It's like, dude, you're gonna get so big. And then when
yeah.
they do, like overnight, you don't even notice it.
I know they grow fast. That's true, especially with the water that like we got a lot of that rain, and I think that's what forms them or whatever, gives them what they need to form.
Yeah, it's
Like
all
when
through that rainwater.
it rains, the strawberries will go nuts too.
It feeds right through the leaves, through the fruit, and sucks up the water, just right through the skin of the fucking cucumber. Through the little spines on there. Those things get spiky.
Yeah, I got this mystery plant going. That's I'm in the camp for pumpkin, and my girlfriend thinks it's a zucchini. Well, she keeps putting it on her phone. She's got that whatever app that fucking tells you what plant it is and shit. So she's all smarty pants with it, but I think it's a pumpkin still. It's kind of funny. I don't know. It's just been a back and forth. We'll see. The fruits are forming now, so we'll see.
Oh shit. The contest, like
Yeah.
it's begun. I love that. I have no volunteer plants that I know of right now that I'm waiting to find something pop up. Like we have all kinds of fruit and vegetable seeds all over that they started trying to plant, but like once they pop up, I'll know what they are pretty fast. I'm pretty good with that shit. Like,
Yeah.
I love the way radishes. I radishes are my favorite ones to fucking look for because the sprouts taste so good. I might just make a flat of radish sprouts just to eat them fucking regular.
I mean, cut you off, Robert. The leaf, is it more like, say, kind of spade shaped, or is it kind of like large, like oak tree kind of leaf? You know what I mean? Where it's more serrated.
Good question.
You talking about the mystery plant?
Yeah, the mystery plant.
I
Yeah,
happen to
who's
have
gonna
a
identify it for you?
It's a bit more serrated. I'd lean towards the zucchini, but if it's more like a spade leaf kind of thing, giant spade, I would lean towards the pumpkin.
it's a spade leaf like you're talking.
It's gonna be a pumpkin.
I know, and they're coming out little round. They're not, but yeah, that's my hand next to the leaf. But
You're in the pumpkin. You're definitely in the pumpkin. That's a
yeah,
fucking pumpkin.
Yeah, some kind of big squash. Like,
I mean, it does kind of like by my pinky, you can see it does kind of have some serration, but
No, that's not even close to what I'm thinking of. Kind of a
that could be like a
zucchini plant.
squash. Yeah, it could be some kind of any kind of squash almost. It looks like they're so hard to identify. All of this, like all of the squash, look the same. Like they're all freaking like that big old giant leaf, fucking huge.
yeah, the thing's sucking up the water too now, and it's starting to form. Like I said, it's got 3 fruits forming. I actually pulled one off that was the first one forming just because the plant's kind of leaning over on top of where it was going to grow. So I figured it's got more, but they're all little baskets. They're all perfectly round though. What's forming, and I would think zucchini would kind of be the form of a zucchini, right? Don't they come out kind of
They
longer?
start out a little round at first, and then they kind of go like they chode out. They kind of like it, and then kind of grow, but like not all of them. So like there's some round zucchini that they just stay round, and they look like fucking like they should have went long, but like coyote squash or some shit. We get them in the wash down here. Like I walk down the wash and I'll find them. They're just like big old squat, like in the middle of the desert. Just like
Huh.
fucking. I'm like, fuck. I'll take a backpack full of them and I bring them home and cut them up and eat them. But like, yeah, I've survived off that shit for like years too. Like a lot of crazy shit that people wouldn't believe. Like you could just walk down the desert and fucking down the wash and all the golf courses, all the runoff feeds all the shit. So it's like, fuck. It's like there's food all over the place. It's just gotta know where to look. Yeah, I'm thinking that it's gonna be a pumpkin.
I did. CLP's asking if I planted that in the soil. The outdoor vegetable garden, I got beds that I set up, and I bought this cheap fucking 20. I think it was $30 a yard delivered for this the cheap soil that they had. But then the mystery plant came up out of, I had 5 or 6 used pots from the indoor, and I put Swiss chard in the one, and then for whatever reason, this pumpkin popped up out of like, it came up out of like the side by the pot too. So it was like, I don't know, totally unplanned of a seed in there, but it's overtaken the whole pot now, which is being a pain in the ass because I got to go out there and water the thing 4 gallons a fucking day to keep it happy. So
You gotta run a dripper on a rainbird timer. That'd be fucking every 2 minutes for 1 hour, or every hour for 2 minutes. That's what I would run with.
I just get up and I carry it. I just carry, you know what I mean? I do a 2 gallon thing when I get up and 2 gallon thing when I go to bed. Or
Oh yeah, I can do that out here in this desert. You guys live in the nice weather. I forget. Fuck, man, that's gotta be nice to grow like that and not have to worry about your plants all day long. Like I gotta worry first thing when I wake up, all the way when I go to bed. Then I'm like, right now I'm like, dude, it's nice out there. Fuck. And then I gotta go to sleep. I can't enjoy it. So I'm like, fuck. Then I wake up and it's like 100 degrees already. Like, fuck. Some bullshit. What's the weather when you wake up? How's the temperature?
it's been cold like recently, but we're in that heat wave now. I think we're getting some temperatures the West Coast had just recently, and
Damn, you're barely getting triple digits. Like,
we're not in triple digits. Ours was
oh,
we were
you
in the
lucky
90s.
mother
We were in
sons
the
of.
90s the last 2 days.
Oh, you guys are so lucky. I'm moving out there then. I'm gonna move out there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be in
Weather
Michigan.
Michigan's fucking great, dude. We got it made.
Yeah, that sounds
it's
way better than out
fucking
there.
weird.
World known.
We had that
and shit.
back down tomorrow. They're telling us up here 2 days of 61s after being scorched for a few days. So back to back high temperatures, daytime temperatures, 61, and then back down with some 30-degree nights,
What?
and then back. Yeah, I swear to you.
The end of the world, man.
It's gonna be a crazy outdoor harvest. I think this year these plants are like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah,
Dude?
nothing even know what to do. Fuck. Everything's
They'll be
tripping out.
hardy as shit, though. I bet. You know what I mean? The ones that survive and whatever, they'll be ready for this fall. Like,
The seeds for next year will be great. Save some seeds from whatever that squash is or whatever that pumpkin is too. Fucking save every seed of every fruit and vegetable you grow. Like that's the
that's a
fucking
good idea.
the tip I can fucking give to anybody who grows. Everybody grow your own vegetables, but save those seeds. Like that's a very important thing, so you can have them already ready for your climate next year. And then like next year after that, they'll grow better and better. It's the best thing I ever did. I grow my own seeds, and then fucking I lost them all, but I know what to do to make them better next year too for the new ones. So, but yeah, I lost all the seeds for Palm Desert, and I moved away from there, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. But yeah, I got to get some ready for this area for next year. But it's always a good idea.
That's what's up, man. I'm probably gonna be jumping out though. It's about
Yeah,
time.
it's that time. That's what I was just about to say too. Happy birthday.
Eagle's not gonna pull the plug on the birthday one.
He's gonna let you stay here all night. He's like, nope. He's like, nope. He's like, don't go, don't go.
No, not tonight. Not tonight. I hope you have a great birthday, Smiley.
Oh, yeah, man.
Real.
It's already been a great birthday.
Really.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah, I appreciate all you guys.
Best.
I was just gonna say, dude, it's been a great birthday and to hang out with all you guys and fucking chat and all of my friends, man. So it's cool.
Yeah, good to spend your birthday with you. Great night, man. Peace out. I'm gonna be the first to jump off actually, because my dogs are barking. I gotta go. Bye.
Awesome, Eagle. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you guys in chat. Peace and love, everybody.
Man, I hate when he just disappears like that. I don't get to counter him. Again, I hope you have a great birthday, Smiley. Make sure and everybody hit him up on his IG and wish him a happy birthday as well. Much love to you, brother. I guess we'll start things off with the dad song, get these shout outs. Yes, you're going to have to sit back through with the background. Sorry. Alrighty, guys. Way too long with the shirtless beginning. Holy cow. I think I got this thing muted. There you guys. This is tough. Some cool D's House of Dank Mama Law 710 Scared Grow 420 Greentown Balm Christina MG89 Unplugged 705 Medical McGullicuddy Rick T the Rebel the 9207 Fabian Salinas Dave Zahir Tom Spook Greg Walker Meadow Dope T Dog Dung Beetle Red Eye Jedi Grows Mother Nature Justin Conway, Duckweed, Run Boy, 7426, Justin Gooder, Strongman, Okie Grower, 75, Corey Travel, Mike Wallace, Mo Vision, 420, Hujo, Cat Daddy, Taco, Don Slug, Rick S, In the Bushes, 827, James Siemens, Kevin Hahn, World Size Hope, Pats Fan, 420, Biominter, Dirt Road Dude, Kanashiba, Jose Ramirez, Red Eye Rustler, David Goblin, Dr. Buzz Lightyear, F-Stone, 710 Canuck, Ken Queen Genetics, Stabby Tanate Funder, Dirtman Dan, Pete of Black Sales, Mr. Bosilis, Zen Premium Gardens, Rasta Bob, Rasta Jeff, Soiled Roots, Small Tubes, Tyler, Frosty Buds, North Michigan Micro, Ouija Buds, Doug T. Roy, Big Jar Grows, AC, Modern Genetics, Hotel, Weed Nerd, John, Last, PPJ, 15. This is all messed up. CJ Apple perfectly imperfected. Dollar Tree goes. C1 Production, Dan Grower, DOA Grow Meds, Miss Nudie Grows, I Gruesome, Johnny Candice, Nutrient, Shootouts, Naughty Nicky, Zoe and Slammer, NNY, Pixel Monkey, St. Bernard's Observation Booth, Clover 420, High Spy, Aldridge 420, Miss Madam T, Stu Moon, Mo Grower, The Can of Crate, Loki Grows, Seth, This Guy, Burton, 79, Polish Hammer, Midwest Outlaws 31, Voodoo Ultras, Fresno Nerds, Cali Connection, Wolverine Grows, Big Jar Grows, Jimmy One for Life, Laid Way Back Farmer, D-Block, MMP Nation Creations, Amber Psychedelic Warlock, Artist LD, Sir Sticky Rob, Big Day 420, Brett Window, Big Ed 1961, Manawati G3, The Green Click, J&K Triple G, Mr. Sprinkley, Brittany and Tyler Teasley, Hope Farms, Lisa G, John B2 Creates for you, BG WG420, Dr. Budswell, Perfect OG, Arthro, Sensibilia, Arthro, Just Face 420, Beast Coast Grower, Sir How, Trey Valone, Keep It Real, Hagerton 420, Zeb Zeppelin, Audit Everywhere, BT, Double E Grows, Bingus, Green Puffin Man, Alex Boykachev, Chef Life, School of Crop, Cause I Love It, Green Mountain Grower, Southwest Okie, Real 100, 212, Miranda Family Farms. Thank you for dropping off some Fire Genetics tonight. Page Farms, Me All Flower Ryan, Henderson Green 13, Noob Seba wins, Ryan or Kingdom Aquaponics. Holy shit. Indran's Michigan native. Mary Jane's Med Gardens, Dreamer 77 Double D, Bad Bunny Nutrients, Mr. Green Pops, Mr. Green Nugs from 619 to 664, Spaniard Gruger, Jones and Grove, Pop G Grows, Raz Amy, Joe Grows, Cass, the Grow From Your Heart podcast, Louie, Linda, the Green Med Flock, Jeremiah Miranda, Lost Art, Mr. No One, LG420, Giant Mike, Prometheus, Soil, Jason Iso, P. Wynn, David Colby, Mason 662. Scroggy makes Scroggy in fourth. The Goddess Grows, Kaylee Burrows, Chad and Brad, Family Falls, Polly P, Kevin Jodry, Mike Honcho, Jay Huggins, UDA, Green Tree, Hunter, Kush Cloud, Joshua Stevenson, Organic Home Buds, Warren Nelson, Cam Wood, Wayne Mystic, Show Love Always, Kelly Stone, Texas OG, Chuck Norris, Sarge S, Claire from Fresno, Happy Guy, Dan the Indoor Man, Gromies, Homies, Hamilton, Smoke, Clipstone, Keystone, Canna Flag, PA, Big High 710, Eugene Greenleaf, Ace Drew Hustle, Fred Dargalos, North Arizona, Beer Grove 420, No Solid, Jesse White, Gastain Yeti, Introvert Genetics, So J, Vixen Robin, Killer 8 Mo, James Buttercreek, C Dub from NorCal, the Pharmacy Seed Bank, the Deadhead, Smokey 616, Curtis Mahan, Matt Myron, Mortag, the Rick Cayman, Stephanie Dora, Antenna Seeds, Mike Rubles, the Drew Care 420, Maxi 751, Lawrence Gonzalez, Slow to Get Up, Stu Moon, Popco 719, Bake with Shake, Baby, Old Smoke, PWC and Grow Buds, Laura Wash, Miss Weed Bunt, Old School Grower, Chad Westport, Honcho Grown, Flora Nugs, My Little Piece of Heaven, Pungent Sound Seeds, Goliath Grower, Richard T, Chrissy Wannabe, Mr. Soul, Poop Spectrum, Gone God, Lori Hanson, Real 2,000 Years of Tradition, Mr. D. Connolly, Pimp Jam, Making Bodie Face, Show Me Skywatch, Fuck Google and You, I'm Going Well, Canadian Restore, Poor Dirt Farmer, Carl Wright, Zeffner, Humble Farms, Tannery Farms, Seldom Seen, Oak Park Gardens, Hell, 9782, Skunky Packs, Martial Artist 2012, Microslave Hefner, Danny McDizzle, Medically Fit, KGB, Robert, Mr. Green Fingers, Motherfucking Thomas, Rancher Coats of Plenty, Monkey Balls, Andrew Champley, Bobby Lynn Meads, Trent Digger, Mr. Mac, Tony Lake Bologna, Mill S, Weed Peace, Tater Delicious, Minty Country Roots, Huron Fire Genetics, Earth Creeper, Big Ray 420, Teen at 101, Buds and Hazard, Mr. Club 14, Bearded B-Man 616, Null Up North, Max Crewman, Ruby, Timothy McKimmons, Neo, Justin Beans, Chronic 88. Fat Belly, Real, Jennifer Steele, Kimbit 03, Turf Farmer, Shannon Stevens, Carlitos, Latino, Skater Country, Mr. Speed, Wolfstein, Firesaw, Wally Wookie, The Goddess Grows, Rossi Bob, White Feather Grows, Burning Shrooms, Tone Grows Dank, K-Man Grows, BX Gunner 81, Smith Dude, Noob Grows, Sean McCann, J Monks, Dank Agenda, Walla Walla Canna Grow, Ball Dog, Huron Cannabis Colonies, Alyssa Paris, Rock Fam, Justice Mick, 420 Ben, Fresh Grove, Thriving Herbs, High Boy, Your Mailman Grows, We Be Growing Australian Grow, Love for the Plant, Argo American, Smart Poker, Unfrozen Caveman, Hawaii's Highest Surfcraft, Microgoon, Jeff Lowenfels, Mobius Grows, Dank Brownie, Jan D, Elliott Harkins, Mystic Flavor, The Foraging Gardener, Overwater, Overkill, Seattle Steve, Shadow Warrior, Valley Green 514, Amelia Jensen, Oz Indica, Dr. MJ Coco, Brandon Russ, Matthew Gates, D's Bag, Shrone Star, Shotgun Willie, Dank Yoda, Jay Simmons, Turbo, Goes, Clackamas, GJ Conley, Aaron the Growing, late 1978, Michigan Grown Buds, Your Boy, Roy Boy, Delta 9, J. McDaniels, Clackamas 420, Sinky Colas, Dylan Steinfort, PFC Farms, Husky Garden, Sun Grown 707, J8 Grow, J420, Cascadian Grows, Tito's McGee, Four Plants A, Weedworks, Captain Scrog, Skunky Buns, Hodge Warrior, Jackie Young, Terry Lee Live, Nagaster Tempe, Annie ND Urge, Green Jr., Leon from All Purpose Plus, Green Goose, 11 Smiles 11, Bindu Buzz, Michael Rasa Plenty, 311 Mix Up, Kinder Grows, Evergreen, G's Friend, Trees, MMJ Met S. Say Dragonfly Beat, Justin Meds, Travis Walls, Lucky Mike, Seattle Chronic Seeds, King Chronic, Titan from Blast Coast Seeds, Django Gas, Mabassin for Life, John Smith, Tommy Trico, Spoke King Raz, Pop Little, Soul Roll, Spiky Pilots, Oscar Green Jr., Matt Stillbird, Into 11, Stephanie B, Shark Bully 989, Von Brown, Sovereign Gardens, Stoner Nation 420, Joe Y Bugs 1313, Grower Painted Lady, Frank Boo, J Millie, J. Myers, geez, mid to chat, Mr. Manny D, Bagseed, Dr. DGC, Jeff Shutter, 911, Dutch Rose, 420, Scallywag, 420, Skillbo, 1, Medgrower, 1, Empire Breeding Go, Fergoli, Lost Leaf, Liam Mass, Danny Danko, B Bear, 7, Allie Noble, CK, Tom Trinidad, Looney Jester, Smoking with Small Town, Tim S, Mr. Lazy, Rafter Grows, Rob, Automation is Freedom, Robert Hazelton, Jordan Michigan Quarter, Double Tap Farms, Mr. Green Thumb, 420, 808, Rooting Prospects, Can't Bust Forever, Hayden Life, Kenny 710, Operation Grow, T-Ben, TM 42696, Rude Nuts, Dr. Scrambles, VB Moonrocks, GHF Double J, Bio Green, Stuff Grower 56, Bio, or Hanky Stinky 420, OG, KP, Ganjanana, Your Mama, Joe, Georgia, Joe, Roy Rodriguez, Boy, Growing, Nature's Best Nugs, Killer Bee Growing, Ganja Wizard, Husky Gardens, Nut Tree 420, Dr. Ooh, Soil Life, Bully 4 Life, the Jeff Roll 420, 69, BB 698, Dr. Franklin Booby, Goddamn My Mate, Ted's Test, the Riffin' Vat Boy, Jack Greenstock, 420, Boom Farms, Charlie Farm 420, Aldridge 25, Smiley's Gardens, Happy Birthday, JD's, Misty's, Nug, Smoking Grow Fraser, Grow Koski, Twisted Roots, the Faded Farm 420, Jeff Dorowski, Genetic Memory Farms, Evolve 420, Cameron, Mr. Bagsy, Jill Carter, Mystic Marks, Mystic Grower, Ginger Snaps, DTE, Grows A, Rick Wolf, DLP 2372, Ned Denver, Mike Denver, Sergeant Pepper 420, Cannon Trooper, Blind Cat 420, Light It Up Again, Tim, UKSIF 420, Buddha Boy, Devin Shipwreck, Medical MJ, Bloodsville, USA, Resurrection Prophet, Chris Martinez, Dankman Dan, Dankman 420, Red Set of Farms, Good Life, Tony Bell, Chicha B, Most Hated Grower, The Major General 420 Army, The American One, W Digger 714, Sharates, Kineo Genetics, Mountain Skies, Ready Hit That Hot Fire, Chris Mertz, Ian, Save Robbie, Sergeant Life, Hepafe, Cam, Finger Lakes, Finest, Rich Patch, Dozer Moon, Southern, BT Grower, Choose Medical, Jerry Bear, Plus One Mushroom, Secret City Pioneers, My Little Tent, 2042, Spacewalker, Christian, T Mump, T Barrington, Heart and Soul Homegrown, Mike B, T Dwayne, East Coast Will, Heidi Delay, Galactic Gardens, John Smith, Elliptus, My Natural Farms, Pacific Northwest Seeds, Ross, Kai, Paul, Lemon, Hoko, Trent, Rita's Juicy Life, 420, Grant Man, Mary Bond, Sammy Sizzle, 81, 9 Inch Colas, Chris Moo, DK Trades, Vision Group, Creator, Guru, The Kind Brew, Cannon Nation, JJ Wires, Rob, Bobby, Sean, Benz, Rescue Ready, Roadside LLC, Notorious Snugs, Magma Seeds, Father and Son Trimming Tutorials, Dub D Dank, Jose Martin Perez, Doggo the Hut, 420, Fuck, Chiba Man, GR 420 Community Videos, Detroit River Rat, Louis Garcia, Michael P, AJ Everyday, Audit Everywhere, Cheddar Bob 13, Maine, 420 Med Grower, Cookies, Coop, Jake Kendricks, In for the Grill. Backwoods all the Italian Man, Adam Skankin, Chanel Simpson, Smoke One Smoke Away, Ganja Roads, Kazoo, Burnage Rooms, My Lincoln Stinkin, Angel Studios, the 420 Grow Channel, Paul Diella, John Fleming, Dankovich, Fibro, Fowler, Paulie P, Seldom Scenes, Elevated, Lenny Organics, Sunman, Chiba Sunny, Jeff Pollock, Ricardo Sosa, Dan J, Earth Friendly Farming, Kenny Foremost Farmer, Fuck All That Be, Misfit Grower, Jason Lyon 512, The Snake Eyes, Northern 4466, Jason Grayson, Stoner Baker MD, Stoner Creek, Russ Zonic, Fringe Dwellers, Tarzan Superman, Old Man Hermit Hash, Freebird, Mo Grower, Matty Gar, Simple Man, Survival Time, Tim Blake, Gulf Coast Chronic, Stink Fat, Calabber, Perlero, Harley Grower, Jen God, Jason Live 516, Steve Collins, Todd Kendricks, Property Maintenance, Sharply, The Island, Hayes, Stuba, Steve Speaks, JRM, Randy K, TCDR, Claire Kinnigan, Wardrobe Farming, Randy Grande, Pip 1000, Ace Boo, 3223, Wake Up Captain Freedom, Puffer Smiles, 15 Digit, Michigan Ganja Mood, Fred G, Super Bob, Richard Forbes, Daniel, David Pimento, B4P Funk, Nika T, John Reach, What About Bob, Prince, Patty, Daniel Bergman, Green Puffin Man, B. Dunkley, James Chung, Sarge Groves 818, John Wade, Carolina Root, Sister Golden Hair, Deanna L. Dankarino, K&F Gardens, Blank 1030, Choose One, Only Feet, Farmer James, Crypto Dope, Richard Lamb, HIP Grower, Matt Javine, Dan Marino, Chronic Wonders, Sunrise Grows, Top Floor Genetics, Mole Vision 420, Can2 Cannabis, Jesse Fisher, My Dog Nelia, Rooster Farms, Alex Hardy, Hardy Gear, Medicropper, Daniel Grows Photos, Mitten Grown Med, Sunrise Grows, No Limit 916, Grumpy Toad Alchemist, and Canna Mix, Soil Born, Addiction, Roz, Joe, Canna, Alex D, Dirty or Catfish, High Power, Thunder Dan, Propagation Station, John McDaniels, Lisa Marie, Sarge Groves, 818, Blaze Daily, Fried Harper, Perpetual Eagle, Proud Warrior, Sales, Smiles for You, Frank Usada, The Dank Duchess, Kino, Kelly Maxwell, Captain 420, Frank Usada, Stinkback, What About Bob, Illjuster 420, Pop Shrooms, John Gorski, John Doe, Dungeon Gangsta, THE4, THV, Poor, THC. Oh my God, I can't believe I fucked that up. T Barrington, Hurt, Honcho Grown, Swamp Camp, Best of because Jen Doe, Mr. Manny D, Canifari, 420 AB Normal, Frank Guerrero, Bear Free, Jen CK, Brown Guy 420, Pachyderm 420, Burning Shrooms, EA, Grace Selwyn 207, Hydro Daily, Kemp Without, GG, Jamie Reen, Supreme Grape, Sony, Rockefeller, Brew City Synthetics, Midnight Roots, Dead Cynics, Knuckles, Michael P, Polly B, Quick B, Nimble, Bud Kilowatts, Michael D, 4886, Disbanded Brothers, Mycelium Matt, Joseph, Grace Medicine RX, Keith and Chief, Hydro Daily, Concerned American Cannabis, 411, Freedom of Speech, Dr. Joinsworth, These Trees, Ganja Sudoku, 710 is Oil Upside Down. Jesse Stevenson will be here tomorrow night. Victoria, What About Bob, Sacred Garden, Gus Groves, Slick Rick 8, Dog Pounds, Dave in Seattle, Amu Watts, Castangetti, Ed Rins, MN Grown, Uncle Elmer, Off Grid Terps, Christopher 54, Last Predator, Matthew from SoCal, Illinois Man and Beater, Jinx Proof, Dark Horse Genetics, Stoner Dude, Joel and Jen from North Star, Caroline, Mr. N Cry, Be Real 13, Bruce Beyond Perfection, XX Elite GP XX Uncle Stoner, Crispy Treat Kitchen, Growers Paradise, LED Grown Gardens, See Me Clan, Decoy Bacon, Mr. Scotto, Fresh Baked One, J. Ellen, Big Bob Grows, Jolly Cannon, Australian Grows, Yucca 420 Gardens, I Owe You Redo, Daniel Phils, Mr. Nowhere Man, Selling Sally, Silly Seashells, Mike and Steve, 5-6 Ganja, Mr. Christ, James Chrysler, Green Ghost Genetics, Zen Zolo, B. Benson, Astro Charlie, Sativa Smurf, 4GTC, A. Bush Doctor, Astro Charlie, last but not least, Reedus 207. Boy, that couldn't come quick enough. I'm never doing